deep breather because today, guys, we got so much planned. It is going to be one of the massive productions and casting that I have done in all of Fortnite South Africa. Today, it is finally down to the day 3 finals, guys. We have been in a battle since the 6 qualifiers to get the 33 teams into semifinals 1, the 33 teams into semifinals 2. And not only was it an intense, glorifying moment for us in semifinals, they battered it out into making it right here to this moment, guys. It is the finals, and I'm so excited to see what is going to be going on for this tournament right now. Oh, man, let's take a breather because the announcements we have for you guys, the giveaways we have for you guys, it's just going to be amazing to see what will be happening on board over here, guys. I can tell you so much, and with this going forth, here's the schedule. Please understand that the schedule is a bit messed up. The live from Knysna is only going to happen after game number 5. So yeah, game 1 starting right now quite shortly. Game 2 at 15. But before game 2 actually gets into action, we're also going to be speaking to Ro Mike and the Knysna team. There's also a giveaway happening throughout the entire tournament, guys, where you guys can enter. It is exclamation mark raffle, so don't forget about that. So 5 intense games, guys, for a massive prize pool. 7,200 Rand going to first place, 4,800 going to second, 2,550 Rand going for third, and that is an 8-player split for that over there, guys. Massive, massive prize pool, 20,000 Rand, and a huge thank you to the sponsors of today and the entire tournament. It is going to be Apex Interactive, The Loft Boutique Hotel, AOC South, TechFox ZA, Light Gaming, Punisher Gaming, as well as Anarchy Gaming. So these people come together, guys, to bring you guys a massive Knysna Esports Cup, the first annual event. And I say annual event because it will be happening annually. Let's just wait and see what is the next plans for the next year. Guys, you're wondering, what is the massive big announcement we have for you guys in this tournament? You may have known the prize pool is 20,000 Rand, but before we get into the huge announcement, let's also look at the leaderboard today, the teams and so forth that will be taking part in this one. It's going to be a massive rackage landing at Misty. You got Popcool Wilkie, you got Noodles, Marty, C-Hub, Barzek, you got Zello and Matsy, you got Vogue Sparrow and Spyro and Jimmy, you got Twisted Ryan and Sam, you got Travis, Neymar and Woke, you got Tem, Zorro and Xylo, Psycho Gloves and Dayquov, Subzy, Smek, Cynic, Xylo, Dan, B-Boy, Cobra, Script, Wolfgang, Moxo, Gripsy, Crispy, Reject, Race, Spice, Chili, Moabs, Alex, Silent, Slayer, and Subs, as well as Piano, X Limits, X Lurker, Swizzy, Light CK, Bojo, Zakis, Jojo, Ginger Swish 7, Warrior, Steri, Les, Storm, Keaton, Noted, Fresh, Devil, Black, and Roll Mike. This being the team taking part in the finals that was invited all the way from the qualifiers. Drips, Potash, Cohen, Reaper, and South, Spooky, Cod, and Divs, and then Kareem, Chimp, Jetski, Brew Shark, Vixman, Torbs, and Brillick. So these are the teams, guys, that will be going into the action. But the main announcement, guys, is not that there's only just cash prize 4 to be won today, guys. There's also the bragging rights. And you're talking about, yeah, I can go on social media and brag about it. But, guys, can you go on social media and say you have won the Knysna Esports Cup today? Can you say with confidence that you've taken home 3 trophies for your trio? So the IGL and the 2 fraggers will be walking away, guys, with the 3 trophies. And just look how beautiful and how detailed that is over there. A massive thank you to the Knysna Esports for bringing in the cup over here. So massive thank you to the team over there. So you will be walking away, guys, with that, and that's just gonna be absolutely amazing. for the teams competing over here. So sweat it out, guys, because this is your first annual chance to actually have a Knysna Esports Cup in your home and to brag about it. When someone says, what is an earnings check, or what is your earnings check, don't just calm down. Be like, I have a trophies check, mate. And you can bring out that Knysna Esports Cup over there. So it's gonna be amazing, guys. I'm so excited. I don't even have predictions for tonight, for the evening, for the afternoon. I literally do not know which team is going to be winning today. We got Reapsy, Reject, and Crispy, who are very strong in this cup. We got Bojo, Zakis, and CK, who also are very much strong in this one. We got Neymar, Travis, Woke, who are amazing. You got Noted, Keaton, and Storm in this one as well. It's just crazy to say, okay, guys, today I'm going to sit on Reapsy and he's going to win this game. It's just not that easy. The Knysna Esports Cup brings in lots of challenges for you guys, and I'm just so excited. But guys, most importantly, there's not only the raffle happening today on the stream. You guys, we will be drawing a winner on the Facebook channel as well. On the Facebook channel, guys, you can see the pinned comment, and you can go over to Facebook where there's a red dragon mechanical keyboard up for grabs, and here's where you can also enter. There's instructions on the Facebook link, so make sure you guys go and follow that one over there. It's going to be massively interesting to see. Guys, the games will be starting very much soon, so don't worry about that. Continue staying at the edge of your seat. Make sure to share the stream using hashtag Knysna Esports Cup onto all social media platforms. Romike has been doing exceptional, as well as Dealwood and Fresh. Today, we don't know where they will be landing, but it may be that they can also come through on top in this one. And let's see exactly what that's going to be like. The confidence the team has going into it. And keep in mind, Romike being one of the youngest competitors in Fortnite South Africa, only aged 7, if I'm not mistaken. He's taken the game storm by storm, rail by rail, and elimination by elimination. Let's see what he can do in this one. And we're going to be having a little bit of a chat with him just shortly after game number 1. Let's go over to the games and we see exactly what is happening. So for us over here, guys, game number 1 on board with Bruce, Havocs, and Davs, landing at Slurpy Swamp, a really good drop spot that you can find the players in. What's nice about this drop spot, guys, is that it gives you barrels or slurp barrels, and these slurp barrels are just automatic recharge, so you don't really need to find yourself on the position to find shields and so forth, and they find themselves a beautiful llama. We did hear the pro player Reapsy tell us all about this llama and what it's all about. So the llama actually right now gives you guys the chug cannon. It gives you guys max match, so much ammo and so forth to go into the end games and so forth right there. But look at that. That is so much consumables for the team. They are able to at least utilize that to get into the end games. But guys, game 1 has started. 98 players into the game. What a show we are in for right now. The top 8 teams will be going into the games right there, and it's just going to be absolutely crazy what will be happening right now. Oh my god, guys, I am so excited. I'm really excited today. We literally don't know who is going to be winning this one. But after game 1, we may have a short idea where this is going to be heading. But remember, guys, anyone can change the games after 3 games are played. We did see Neymar, Travis, and Woke being before the game number 3. They were not in the top 16, so they needed 3 games to sort of clutch up. They won the entire qualifiers in just 3 single games. Not only that, but Bojo as well got top 4 in 3 single games. So talk about how things can change dramatically. And I don't want to say even game 1 will tell us what will be happening, because game 2, maybe you get a consistent team who wins game 2, who wins game 3, who wins game 4, and there we go. We can crown or claim that champion for the Knysna Esports Cup right now. 5 games will be determining who will be walking away with the trophies, as well as the prize pool, 7,200 rand, that it's on board and lined up for us. But Havoc's in them, they look like they're in a really good job spot right now. They're very much comfortable. They're very much leading in this one. On the other hand, guys, you got Reepsy, you got Rejects and Crispy as well. Their loadout is looking very much solid. Already 2 peppers in the back pocket, and you can see those peppers, guys, they give you the mobility to move 2 times faster. So when it comes to those end game rotations, this team won't only just need a launch pad or whatever, but they also will have the ability to use those red peppers to make the rotation. And that is what is going to be amazing on their end. Let's see whether or not we can get some other players in this tournament that is looking to be very much talented. Let's look at underdogs, guys. Some of the underdog teams that we have is Vogue, Genie, and them. Let's set onto them and see what is happening right now. So landing on the outskirts of Catty, etc. They just above Camp Card, if I'm not mistaken. Their side, their end looks very much well, but does look like Vogue and Spiral will be going into the game as a duo, so that is just going to be GG's, and unfortunately they're going to need to clutch up or play as passive as possible, and that there is going to put on a lot of pressure for themselves, because Storm Surge tags are going to be important for the families at Knysna or at the restaurants right now watching Fortnite and watching the esports game play out. You're probably asking yourself, what is Storm Surge? What is Storm Surge tags? Generally, Storm Surge and Storm Surge tags is when the game is a bit, we have too many participants alive in a single moment. So for instance, for example, a zone shrinks in this game. It's battle royale. It forces you to take battles, but if you don't have enough damage, the Storm Surge will activate and you'll start getting eliminated slowly but surely. And the Storm Surge tags that you will be getting from your team is basically you taking the opportunity to tag oppositions so that you guys not get tagged by Storm Surge. I hope that basically explains it for you. But in a summary, it forces you to fight oppositions, to take on damage if you guys are below the threshold over there. It does look like HBK is going to get his first elimination on board with him. Let's go jump on board with HBK and his team. What is happening over there and what have they found themselves in? So we're going to go on to Jojo, HPK, and his team right now. It does look like they already got a confirmed elimination. I don't know if there's still other players alive in this one, whether or not they can grab themselves some more eliminations. But the zone is closing in right now with 2 minutes and 30 minutes remaining on that storm shrink to happen. Zone 1 is looking very much competitive with 86 players alive. It does look like Jojo will be needing some heals. He has no blue shield or medkit in his back pocket, so he's going to need some consumables to regenerate that HP to get back into the thing. Right now, they're going to need to make those rotations, but with not that much HP, on themselves right now. They're gonna find themselves maybe tagging and looking over clubs in them. That's a good 40 amount of damage that they have for themselves, and luckily did not get sniped. But rotating like this is very much risky, guys. You're looking at the team not having any heals, so if they get tagged, maybe even white, whatever, that's going to be very, very much troublesome. But they are going to be landing now onto some barrels for themselves, and they're going to get focused now down to 37 HP. What is the play right now? Will he get some cover? 16 HP for himself. Oh no. Does have mat counts. Does look like they're going to get doubly keyed in this aspect. And so luckily for him, he does get minis, but it's not going to be enough. Hazzy's going to get knocked down over there, and that's just going to be GG's in the books for himself. We'll see what will pan out for the team right now. But let's go over. They are going to get doubly keyed, and they're going to get this confirmation right now. So that's going to be really good on the opposition with some Storm Surge tags for themselves. Let's see who is the elimination over here. They're waiting for that to happen. They are taking a lot of Storm Surge right now, so it's anonymous players. But let's jump on board with Brewshark, Havocs, and Davs as they are in a fight. They are taking on some action right now. So let's see what happens. Does look like they managed to win that. You can see them literally victory dancing in the Storm right now, which I wouldn't advise it. You know, the Storm will be taking some tags right now. They have some launch pads that they can utilize to their name as well. And you can see now Havocs, Brewshark, and Davs need to also make that rotation. No white heals on Brewshark, and when I say white heals, it's just generally your HP heals, your green heals that you can use to make the rotations. They're going to sit a bit in Storm right now, then use the launch pad to make that rotation. Maybe they can even get on top of the jump tower. And it does look like the players are going to be holding Havocs, Bruce, and Davs in the zone right now. There's a med kit for him to use, which is really what you need right now, because he's down to 18 HP, and the Storm will be ticking away on his HP, and he has only 1 minute to make that rotation. And this is going to be scary for the team. With 79 players remaining as it stands right now, we will be seeing some Storm Surge coming into play. But is the question here now is, will these players manage to survive the Storm Surge as well as been in the Storm this long right now? They are being held, which is very unfortunate to see and come to action in game number 1 for Havocs, Brewshark, and Davs, which is also a team I did speak about quite earlier on in a live stream that I did. Is, you know, that this team landing Slurpee is very much good advantage to them, because and they took a car that has no petrol. They were at a petrol station. They could have recharged on petrol right there, but they didn't do that. And they're going to go fetch a car right now, which is a really good decision for them, because that zone is very, very much far. And they need that mobility to rotate in these tough situations. Let's take on Bruce and Havocs as they make that rotation right now. And in 10 seconds, we'll see that zone start to shrink even more. Do they have enough white HP to make this rotation is the question. Storm Surge warning, 224 damage above. That's really good for the team. Luckily, luckily, they have a chug cannon, and the chug cannon has 5 using. And once it's completely done, it starts to reload for 15 seconds each use. So don't worry about that. They are able to at least make the rotation out of this here. But with this much players alive right now, they can be running into another opposition or another opponent in the map right now. There's a chest that they can open right now and get some ammo, but no, they're just going to focus on that rotation, and they use that chug cannon to the advantage to regenerate that HP that I was telling you guys about quite earlier right now. And they will definitely be needing some Storm Surge tags, because 167 doesn't seem to be the cut for the team, and they're going to find themselves in a tough position. But let's go find other teams, like underrated teams, that are going to be finding themselves in maybe a tough predicament that we are seeing right now. So Smech and Xylo right there. let's see what's happening right now with them. So they have 59 damage above. This is an underrated and a debut into the Knysna team right now. HPK, Cynix, and Xylo. Let's see if I did pronounce that name correctly, but 80 damage above right now. They're going to need some tags, and in 32 seconds, guys, you will see what Storm Surge is really. You can see that Storm Surge warning. Damage enemies to avoid being eliminated. Literally, so Fortnite is forcing these competitors in the Knysna Esports Cup finals to deal some damage in this moment so that the Fortnite game itself does not eliminate you out of the game. So there's 7 players at this stage that need to be eliminated from the map, and we'll be seeing whether or not this team, Cynix, HPK, and Xylo, will be able to survive that. You can see that damage is slowly decreasing drastically. That Storm Surge right now is active, and they need to increase their damage threshold. Let's see what is going to be happening, guys, on board with this team. So many players taking some knocks right now. Punisher's Race getting knocked by Sniper, as well as Piano getting knocked by Sniper. 34 damage above. 5 players now need to be eliminated. We already seen some players in the kill feed getting eliminated by Storm Surge. So Piano got eliminated by Storm Surge. His team got eliminated by Storm Surge over there. 74 players remaining right now, so 4 players need to get eliminated. They're gonna pray and hope that they don't need to deal with this Storm Surge right now. In 45 seconds, guys, the Storm is gonna start shrinking yet again. So the action is gonna start unfolding for us in game number 1 right here, and it's just gonna be intense to see what will be happening right now. Does look like the team's able to sit in their box and just wait until these 4 players get eliminated. That 48 damage threshold just looks fine for them. Doesn't look like it's going to affect them at any cause right now. And they're very much lucky, but for the next zone, they're going to need a lot more damage for themselves right now. They need to just sit in their cones, sit in their boxes right now. There's that 136 damage above. 3 teams or 3 players will get eliminated. That Storm Surge is still active. However, going into the next zone rotation. So, damn. This right now, the Knysna Esports Cup is almost as spectacular as what you would see in an international standard tournament with 70 players now in that zone rotation. Let's go have a look at what the favorites for today are like. Whether Travis, Nemo, and Woke are going to be in a good position. How many eliminations are they on? And you can see right now, Woke has a lot of damage dealt to himself. But again, it's that Chug Cannon to clutch up for the teams in the Knysna Esports Cup finals, where they will be making that safe rotation into the next one. And I'd like to remind you guys, the partners and sponsors behind the Knysna Esports Cup, to make it a reality, to make it something as much as competitive as it is today, it is going to be the AOC South, TechFox ZA, Light Gaming, Punishers Gaming, Anarchy Gaming, as well as the Loft Boutique and Apex Interactive. That will be the partners and sponsors behind the Knysna Esports Cup finals. There's so much more to unravel in the finals right now, guys. This is just the first game, and the intent is already electrifying. I am at the edge of my seats right now, and I hope the people at Knysna who are watching this on the TV in the restaurants as well are also excited to see what these games are going to be looking like. But it does look like there's a team in the zone, and they're going to be pressured by Neymar, Travis, and them. And this is a good opportunity for the team to maybe get an elimination of some tags over there. They're trying to get out of that situation, but their car's going to explode. And they get a knock right now. It's Tobbs who's going to get knocked into the Storm. They're going to get their confirmation as well. And this is good kill points to get into that endgame. As it stands right now, none of the teams have managed to get placement points. That's how competitive and how hard the Knysna Esports Cup is. So if you're grabbing yourself an elimination at this stage right now, that is massive and really good for you. But let's go over to Reapsy, see what's happening with the team right now, and whether or not they're in a good position for this stuff. Oh my god, 6 eliminations? They are sitting right now very much in a good position. Like I mentioned, guys, these eliminations are what you need going into the end game, because you and your team have not gotten any placement points just yet. So it's very much hard, mentally draining as well for a competitor in the Knysna Esports Cup to make it all the way in 20 minutes competing just for game number 1, not to get any points. So the 44 players that have been eliminated from the lobby right now won't be getting any points. And you can see the sniper shot coming onto Reepsy. He's gonna get tagged up and he's gonna heal up quite a bit for his team right now. I don't see any big pots being dropped right now, which is very unfortunate for them. But there's that Storm Surge warning getting into effect yet again. Let's go jump on Glubs, Psycho, and Dayquov as we are able to spectate what is happening with this team that came second. They're going to be 5 damage below in this zone. They're going to need to deal a lot more damage right now, and you can see they are focusing on these players. So 188 damage for them. That's nice and good that they've managed to find themselves in this position. Still opportunity to get more tags, and the team is going to be able to survive that Storm Surge. Now railing and spraying some ammo onto these players to hope that they can get this elimination point in the back pocket for the team right now. It does look like it's very unfortunate scenes that we're spectating on the oppositions, but it doesn't look like they're going to get any of these eliminations, because a lot of the oppositions right now are focusing on this point, and it doesn't look like they are able to connect strong shots. And there you go, everyone's been eliminated, but it's not Psycho, Dayquov, or Glubs to pick up any eliminations over there, because the whole map was focusing over there. And you see how important it is, guys, in the Knysna Esports Cup to position yourself very early into these zones and hope that the RNG is on you. RNG is basically luck. If the luck of zone forms on you, it's very, very much nice, because you're able to position yourself early into the games and start focusing on the players. So very unfortunate scenes for the oppositions right there, as they were totally focused on the rotation. But guys, noted Keaton and Storm Test Shots, a team that we have seen in action in the semi-finals on height, grabbing so many elimination points. This time, however, around, they're not going to have that much points on themselves, but 61 players remain right now. That Storm Surge is active with 49 damage above. Let's see what happens right now. They managed to knock Dan FNBR. Dan FNBR finding himself in a tough position. Very sad to see right now, but 613 damage. Let's see what this 20,000 rand prize pool, as well as those trophies, mean for noted Keaton and Storm. They very much were excited to see that the trophies are up for grabs. They want not only just the bragging rights, but that first place in the first annual event of the Knysna Esports Cup Finals. Welcome everybody to the end game, where the action will be unfolding for us right now. It's going to be exceptional talent that we will be spectating. And trust me when I say esports is not a joke. It requires you to compete and scrim and practice for hours, day in and out, to make sure that you guys are on top of the meta, on top of the game's knowledge and information that is happening right now. Let's see exactly what's going to be happening for Storm and them, as they need to make a max zone rotation in this. It does look like they're going to be having themselves a launch pad. A launch pad will be able to allow you to rotate in the sky very much successfully. You can see players are positioned on top, at the bottom, on the side of them, everywhere. It's very much contested right now. They're going to use that launch pad to make that rotation, and it's going to be a high rotate for them. They're going to place that launch pad, boom, they go up in the sky and dive straight down into the massacre that we are noticing right now. Let's see what happens right now. Noted being tagged up quite a bit, all the way down to 58 HP. He's able to heal up, but now going to be focused quite a lot right there. Will he get out of this position and connect with his teammates? It doesn't look like he's able to, as he's going to get knocked down. But Keaton finding himself, in fact, no, the entire team will be eliminated at 15th place. And no eliminations for game number 1. Very much unfortunate. But let's go over now to Reepsy, Crispy, and Reject to see what is happening, what is cooking up in this trio as they're able to make those rotations right now. You can see that Storm Surge warning is active. It's ready to unfold for these players right now. Reepsy, however, very much favored in this Knysna Cup finals. He came second in one of the other tournaments that we have hosted. In his semi-finals, it wasn't the smoothest run, however. He came 14th in the semi-finals, one of the Knysna Esports Cup. So that was very sad to see from him. But he's here to show you guys that, yes, I've made it to the finals and I want to do even better than the semi-finals. He is a spectacular player for Punisher Gaming. He's able to lead the team into a good position. The IGL right now topping his way all the way into the head of zone to keep the team safe and so forth. So let's see what these players are able to do. They get tagged up quite heavy right now. He still needs to make this rotation for the team. He's able to keep them ahead of zone. There's the team supporting Reepsy, dropping some mats to continue rotating in hard brick or metal so that they don't get focused that much. Now Reepsy and them need to focus up on height. Do they chop them down? It's a couple players dropping down. Will they be able to grab that? High ground warriors is what I give Reepsy and them a name to, but they stay steady, they stay patient. Not yet the opportunity to grab the height from the players above them, and they're going to be focusing on the rotations right now with the red pepper, and they're able to kill up to see themselves continuing in the end game. And just as I mentioned that Crispy in the trio will be getting knocked, and now the team is down to 2 players. And you can see Rejects will get knocked. The Reepsy gets knocked. Rejects is left alone, has a solo to focus up on this rotation. Will he get eliminated is the question. Now sitting in the storm, getting a lot of tags, and he's going to get knocked out. And the team is going to play 6th. Very unfortunate for them over there. But let's see and go over to the other competitors that we have right now. Travis and Neymar and Woke. Very much favorites right now. And also going into the end game, a full trio. Only 12 players remain right now, and we can see them on 7 eliminations, and they are able to reign, spray and pray that they get more eliminations as it stands right now. They want the victory royale for game number 1. Let's see what these players can do. It is intense plays right now. They managed to pick up Jetski, a player in the competitive Knysna finals. Another elimination from Travis. Travis honestly doing the most he can. A player trying to find himself on height. Will they manage to get this elimination as well is the question. Travis building up. He can't see the opposition in the side. They do manage to pick up yet again another elimination. There's so much match and so forth on Travis. He's able to rotate and see what happens. He does not want this player on height to go into a heal off, because that will be scary to lose this game into a heal off. You can see Woke frags out. He's going crazy. Will he manage to clutch up? Unfortunately not. He's going to get eliminated on his end, and it's a 3v2 as it stands right now. Who will be grabbing game number 1, guys? It's Neymar, Travis left alone in their trio to sort of clutch up in this position right there. Let's see what happens. It's only coming down to this. Maybe they can drop. A player drops down onto Neymar. Neymar's going to be tough, and it's a pump from Travis. Travis, unfortunately, unable to connect that shot, and he's going to get eliminated and play second. But be sure to know that those kill points will definitely help them a lot. We're not sure who managed to grab game number 1. But guys, we're going to take a little bit of a short break and a breather to set up game number 2 for you guys, because that was pretty much intense, and the expectations we had from the favorite teams did really well, placing 6th with Reepsy, a 2nd with Neymar. Keaton, however, Keaton Storm and Noted on their end were just not in the greatest positions, and they got eliminated 15th. I think they should have done a low launch, and that would have been spectacular over there. But guys, that was just game number 1. What do we have in game number 2? Game number 3, so much more action, guys. So don't you guys go anywhere. Remember, there's also a giveaway for you guys at the end of the stream. So make sure you guys are raffling that up right now. Exclamation mark raffle to enter into it. We'll be back, guys, with a feed from Rodad and Mike to see what they have to say for game number 1.
Hey, what's going on, Ado?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
How's it going, man?
All good, all good. Yeah, fantastic game one across the board. How was that for you guys, though?
It was okay. We didn't do good.
Yeah, it was a bit rough. We died of spawn.
We died of spawn because we didn't have the best loot. We had awful loot off spawn.
Yeah.
Ooh, what
Yeah,
happened?
great.
Who are
Great,
you contesting and where you guys landing?
So we landed next to Coral, on those islands around Coral.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically just got green ARs, green AKs not green, sorry, grey AKs.
Yeah.
And then got hotkeyed from the team that landed at Shark.
Oh.
And unfortunately just couldn't fight, yeah.
Guys couldn't fight. Is the plan to stay the same for across the games?
No, I think we're going to change it up. There is a better drop spot
Okay.
that we've identified that also minimizes rotation. You know, because to contest there, like so far north of the map, like in one of the corners of the map, and then you still have to rotate fast. It's just not worth it. So,
Definitely.
because Coral's not the best drop spot anyway for loot. So, if you contested by two teams, one team at Coral, one team at Shark, and then the likelihood of off-spawn fight, and then you still have to rotate far, your game is going to be shambles. So,
Definitely. For the rest of the tournament, we wish you the best of luck, Mike.
Thank you so much.
And the team over there. So just keep your head up, and there's still 4 more games. I mean, Neymar won of 3 games in semi-finals. He came first with just 3 games. I believe in you, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, look, we're going to be joining you again for game number 5, and there's so much that's going to be happening. We're going to be doing giveaways and so forth. So we look forward to
exciting stuff, man.
Seeing you guys.
And just all the best to all the teams, and thank you so much to all the people watching. Thank you to Knysna Esports and all the sponsors for making this possible.
Definitely, yes. Okay, well, thank you so much, Rodad and Mike. We'll be seeing you guys at the end of game number 5.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you. Cheers, man.
Cheers. Talk about a massive game number 1 that we just had over there, guys. What do you guys have to say about that? Who do you guys think won the game? And I'll tell you guys in just a second when we look at the leaderboard for that. But game number 2 is just started, so we don't have too much time to talk about the previous game. Let's just look at the leaderboard and look at the players who are in the top 5 position. So let's look at that right now, guys. It's Big 5 X Punishes XFA with Psycho, Glubs, and Daycroft managing to grab the victory royale and 37 points. In game number 2 is Steamy Stacks, which obviously they don't land Steamy Stacks, but it is a little bit of banter between Bojo and Steamy Stacks over there. So Travis, Neymar, and Woke able to come second with a couple eliminations over there. And third is Warrior, Sterry, and Les. And fourth is Reepsy, Crispy, Reject. And fifth is Tom, Zorro, and Xylo. So this is going to be interesting to see what the next games will be happening overboard. So let's go over now to the players who we can see what is happening for the
Keep your shots out.
So jumping on board with Warrior, let's go and see. Camp card location, they're going to be cont off spawn. They're going to see some action, and they are actually top 3 as it stands right now. So this is going to be interesting for the team right now. Whether they're able to clutch up or not is the question. So Warrior, Stereo, and Let had an off spawn battle between Rakic, Deimos, and he's third in the semifinals too. But it was a last-minute change for Warriors, Theory, and Les to, you know, sort of switch their drop up and to make the qualifiers. So that was an interesting fact over there, that they were able to qualify off the 3 games into semi-finals. And I'm telling you, the games are super, super stacked, and it's not nice or to not qualify. And we do send our condolences to the teams that struggled in the semi-finals. But we thank you so much for participating. At least you are in history in the Fortnite Esports South Africa or Africa itself, because this was the first annual event of the Knysna Esports, not the last. I can guarantee you guys that we will be looking at Knysna Esports as a annual event annually happening. So the loot of spawn so far for the team is looking very much solid. They have a launch pad. He's managed to find himself some blue shields, some med kits, etc. He's farming up a lot of mats as well, which is the key part to an off-spawn fight, because you don't want to get too crazy and too hefty on that end over there. So Warrior and them now making the rotations closer and closer to the oppositions right now, and we're going to see everything unfold very much shortly. You can see right now, lining up, making sure nobody's in the bush. Gonna wait for the players to stop making that rotation, and we're gonna see that action come down on us. But guys, only 5 players have been eliminated off spawn as it stands right now. So these games, game 1 and 2, still in for a treat, and they're still going to be very much hectic on their end. He's going to build up, try get a heighted position for his team right now, which is a really good solid spot to be. Trying to line up a shot onto the oppositions right now. You got to be a bit careful over there, because the oppositions does have a sniper rifle, and that is just going to be extremely scary to see coming for the team right now. But Dayquav Cycle Gloves grabbing game number 1, guys. What do you guys have to say about that? Let's see what happens right now. Very much split between the two. Warrior going direct in. He's managed to hit, but now he's going to get heavily focused down to 3 HP. And he needs to make sure that he gets out of this position and into a more safe, condoned area. But they are able to find a knock over there and drop the players down into this play. And he will get an elimination. And that's a team wipe for Warrior, Steri, and Les. And here I was a bit worried that, you know, Camp Card, no Storm Surge tags for the team. But they managed to find themselves a full 3 eliminations, and that is definitely going to help them from Zone 2 with that Storm Surge, guys. 89 players remain of the off-spawn actions for this, and it's just going to be crazy what happens right now. So let's go over now to the other POVs. Let's actually go see the winning team. What is happening with them? What is their general decisions of spawn? Are they still very much comfortable off spawn? It does definitely look like that. That is the play. They are chilling off spawn as it stands right now, making the rotation out of here to, what, I think make a bounty play? Are they going to go onto the bounties to doubly key that? There is 87 players, and I still believe the players are going to drop maybe down to 75, 76 for Zone 2. But those off-spawn actions are coming into action or into play right now. And you're going to see them doing that. But Piano gets an elimination on South. So let's go over to Piano's POV. What is cooking up for the players over there? Doesn't look like, yeah, Piano's actually struggling with his PC at this moment. So unfortunately, we won't be able to see that on his end. But Rise, Spice, and Chili, they're also an underrated trio to get into the Knysna Esports Cup Finals as it stands right now. I'm not exactly sure where they stand on the leaderboard, though. Let's see what happens over there. So now, yeah, Race, Spice, and Chili, like I mentioned, guys, underrated team to come into the Knysna Esports Finals. To make a stand right now can be very, very tricky. I mean, we're going to be looking at maybe Steamy Stacks doubling keying them, maybe Ginger making a move on them. It's very much tricky to say who will be winning there or how they make those rotations safely and so forth. But another team, guys, that we have is Swish and them in the qualifier, and they go around actually very easily. But guys, let's look at COD, Spooky, and Divs as well. COD, Spooky, and Divs, their homeland, Lazy Lakes, they've managed to secure it since the beginning of the year into the finals right now. Not the Knysna Esports Cup didn't start in the beginning of the year. Sorry for that. I'm just saying they've been at Lazy Lakes since the beginning of this year, and they come into the Knysna finals as a full trio at Lazy Lakes yet again to dominate and see themselves in this position right now. And they're about to open a special chest as it stands. Let's see what good loot they managed to grab for themselves. I did see a couple tough mistakes, but they do manage to get themselves actually a purple tack. Those tacks are honestly very much OP. If you go up against a purple pump and the player doesn't hit a headshot on you or whatever the case may be, it's that damage that doesn't affect them that much that they're able to still eliminate you either way because of the fast-paced attack that happens over there. So seeing Davs, Havocs, and Blueshop were in a tough position last time around, being held quite long in the storm. Let's see what happens right now. They are making their way into a couple tags on oppositions right now as the players rotate down and so forth. Like I mentioned, guys, we will be probably looking at 76 players being alive for the storm surge happening. Right now we are down to 81, but there's still a zone left to make a rotation on there, and let's see what happens right now. Does look like Bruce, Havocs, and Dabs want to make the key to get in there. Or are they going to get the special chest is the question. Does look like that's the play right now. Let's see what special loot they get. Maybe they can all get purple tack and they can run into the players' boxes right now. They really look to do this fast. Hello? There we go. Oh, nothing that bad. Oh, actually a gold scar. Ooh, they've managed to get a gold scar out of their special chest over there. And it requires you to be super fast and accurate on how you hit the cube right now. So, yeah. Let's go over to Perv, Ricey, and State. Another underrated team going in here. You're looking at Perv and Ricey being academy players of the Knysna Esports, not of the Punisher Gaming. Does look like they were eliminated, however, off spawn. So, very much unfortunate. The underdogs in the tournament right here, guys, is Script, Marksu, and Wolfgang. Also, again, very much underrated. They do look to be in zone and behind Havocs and Dabs, actually. So, if you can see there at the toilet flush factory, and they were just behind Havocs and Dabs, taking a couple's heals in the storm right now, so forth. That's going to be tough for them because I'm pretty much sure they didn't get any surge tags off spawn, or maybe they did, and this was they chased out the team that was here at Flush Factory. But there's a lot of builds in action that had happened over here, so interesting to find out. Maybe we can get on board with Script and them off spawn next game to see what is cooking, what is happening for them, and so forth. Again, guys, just a little bit of a reminder that we got so much giveaways happening at the end of the stream. So if you guys want to find yourself with a Asus mouse, make sure to use !raffle. If you guys competed in the Knysna Esports Cup, be sure to know that you guys can at least stand a chance to win a fan cooler system for your PC. And also, guys, the giveaway on Facebook, as well is happening right now. It's a Red Dragon mechanical keyboard. It does look like the team has a couple surge tags for themselves. 188 damage above, very decent. We're down to 79 players for Storm 2. So let's see what happens. now need to get more into the zone. They've sort of refilled on right now. And I like the Stark Industries weapon that they do have right now over there. So the Stark Industries weapon it's a pulse rifle, but it acts the same and it deals a lot of damage when you zoom in onto the head and so forth. But it also acts as an SMG when you're not scoping in. So that weapon, the fan favorite for me. I do enjoy it over there. But let's go over to State Perf and Ricey. See what's happening. Do they have... Oh, no, wait. Not Ricey and them. Yeah, Moxu... I'll tell you now. Vix, Torbs and them. Let's see some couple of Storm fighting coming in from them. You can see now they're very much in a good position. 717 damage above. I would not peek at all to any oppositions making rotations right now, because a lot of people may be trying their level best to get a tag onto you. So you may get sniped, you may get focused somehow or another, and they're just out of the zone by a box or two, and you can see them now making that rotation. But for this underrated team, Vix, Torps, and Brilix to get into this with some tags, and now also managing to break this player here, they do see a really good attention coming in from Vix. He's able to notice that there's a player behind him, and he builds before any tags come onto him. We get a player who's revived, bringing up the players alive back to 80 players right now, and for them that's going to be very, very tough as it stands. Let's go over to more players to see whether or not any of these players right now stand with no Storm Surge. Let's go over to the top 3 players. Does look like Xylotem and them were eliminated, however, so they're going to get out of this tournament very much early. We can go on board with Cohen and his trio. Cohen, Reaper, as well as South. It isn't loading for you guys, unfortunately. Sorry for that. So we'll go over now to Alex and them, where they're taking in some action. It does look like he's going to get eliminated. He has literally 15 HP. Boom, there goes the Storm Surge active. They're going to get eliminated. High ground is left alone in this team, but the Surge is still active right now, and they're going to get eliminated and focused right now. While being focused, he doesn't have any kills on himself, and he's going to get eliminated by who is the question. Not able to see. They are leaving in sadness right there. Very unfortunate for the team to, encounter that. But let's go over to Travis, Woke, and Neymar to see what is happening with them. They're sitting with 0 eliminations as it stands. But guys, you saw this team absolutely get so many eliminations. Endgame as well has second place. They are second as it stands right now. Just a 3-point difference between Dayquov, Psycho, and Gloves in the Knysna Esports Cup. We still have 4 more games. Game 2, 3, 4, and 5 to play out, and then we can, be victorious. He was victorious in the first Knysna Esports Cup. And I'd like to remind you guys that it's not just prize pool that's on the line over here, guys. It is also the ability to take home the trophies that you have for yourself over here. So literally the detail that you have is amazing. If you guys don't really notice it right there, it is the emblem, the logo of the Knysna Esports Cup embedded over there. So that's going to be really amazing. So let's go over now, back over to Dayquov, Psycho, and them to see what's happening with them, how the gameplay is being played out and so forth. I mean, the Victory Royale winners for game number 1, I did tell you guys they're looking very much confident in the aspects that they are in this tournament. Very much strong, and I'm excited to see what that's going to be looking like all the way into the 5 games. Whether or not they can clutch up just like they did in game number 1, it'll be interesting to find out. But we are down now to 63 players, and the zone going to be rotating out in 1 minute. You can see that player absolutely being Gloves trying to get the tag, and no, just unfortunate. He's only able to tag 22 to make the player extremely low, and the rotations now need to happen for Dayquov, Psycho, and Gloves, the game 1 leaders as it stands right now. They are making sort of a free rotation, even though it is absolute stacked, and I don't see a massive 50-50 surge coming into play because there's only 9 players above the threshold. They are able to locate themselves at a bottom over here with a mat refresh as well, but I don't think that is a small play depending on whether the 50-50 zone will form. If it does form above them, they're still going to need to utilize quite a bit of mats to get up there yet again. But you know what, guys? They know what they're doing. I mean, they won the Knysna Esports Cup Finals, and I would never be in a position like Psycho Gloves and Dayquav have been for game number 1. So who am I to judge? They're doing the best they can, and I believe the decisions will then lead to another game 2 victory royale. So we'll stick on board with these guys going into the end games. We did see sort of a tough play for Noted, Keaton, and Storm Testros. You know, a favorite to get into the Knysna Esports Cup Finals. But however, dying on rotation, 15th place, that is bare minimum points for themselves. And I can tell you guys right now, 15th place is only 2 points for the team. Only 2 points, and they played their hearts and minds out. But it's always the tough rotations and just the wrong little decision that will cost you the entire rotation right now. But for the team, they are looking very much happy with damage dealt right now, and they're still looking very much strong. I mean, if you're looking at semi-finals, name on them were 20 points into semi-finals and were not going to be qualifying. But in 3 games, guys, they managed to grab themselves 96 points to grab first place in semi-finals 1. So I'm telling you guys, anything's possible in 3 games. You got a lot of hits on low right now. Maybe that is the play for the team, but I do see the supply drop being in the position over there. You know, I always look at the supply drop and I kind of use it as a reflection of where the next zone is going to be. And you can see that supply drop sort of form around the 50-50 right there. And there's the Storm Surge active, but it's not a massive Storm Surge that we would love to see right now. With only 2 players needing to die, they're going to use another launch pad to get into that 50-50 rotation. And it's a really good decision, but all those players who are going to be on height right now are going to be eyeing down and preying on the enemies who are going to be using those launch pads right now. I do hope and pray that they are able to use a successful rotation, and Sam gets knocked by a beautiful snipe from Noted, and they are able maybe to even... Oh, they get the elimination. That is amazing. They managed to get the elimination over there, so they are able now to rotate. They're going to maybe get in there successfully. Doesn't look like anyone's focusing that much. Nope, no tags on the team, and Keaton, Noted, and Storm are here to say, listen guys, game 1 was a mistake, but game 2 we're gonna bring it back for you guys, and we're gonna show you guys who we are and why we are one of the favorites for the Knysna Esports Cup. Does look like Noted trying to get very much aggressive. I do hope the IGL is leading them into that position, and it's not just the fragger making these decisions, but for Noted, amazing stuff over there. Guys, if you guys are new to the channel, and another elimination for Noted, amazing stuff. This is really what you want to see from the team, is able to literally get a body shot and to end that over there. They're going to get a 3-2-1 into this position. Do they get the wall is the question. With these late laggy games, you are going to see Storm, however, focused now. Not in a good position for them. Unfortunately, no Storm in them. Getting W keyed. Noted is unfortunately left alone as a solo, and he's gonna go and position himself in the Storm. He does have 4 floppers, so he can sit in the Storm just a bit over there. Maybe even go get a refresh from the team that he managed to kill over there. But unfortunately for Storm, Keaton again finding himself in a tough position. Won't put any pressure on the team as it stands right now, and we'll go over back into Ginger's POV. So let's see what's happening with Ginger, Swish, and he's the 3rd right now, which is 7. They're gonna make that rotation. It's gonna be a low launch. They're gonna get focused a bit much over right here as they are unable to dive down, but it doesn't look like it's any hard sweat, and they almost boxed up a play over there, and that was Ginger POV that we're on right now. Ginger's making such a good rotation. He's got a play in his box. Here's for 40, and his team is able to connect and support him to get an elimination. He's now able to kill up, and you're gonna see Swish making that rotation as a solo, and the roles are now switched between Ginger and Swish. Swish is able to lead the team, but it does look like he's unable to take a bed kit as there's a focus on there, and he's gonna need to ask his team to say, listen, hold my walls for me. 172 damage below, 253. Ginger swishing them are actually in a tough play as that Storm Shields gets activated right now. You're gonna see the electrifying surges happening on board with them. There goes one tag. Will they be able to get this elimination? Unfortunately not. They do get some kills there, however, and a launch pad placed down to make yet again another rotation. They dive down into this play. But let's go over to Glove Psycho, the Victory Royale winners for game number 1. What is their position? How are they looking? Are they very much healthy? Yes, they are. But however, Psycho is not a part of the picture, and Gloves and Dayquov is going to need to focus up quite a lot in this position right now. Dayquov and Gloves is very much low on HP. He needs some time to heal up, and Dayquov needs to come onto this position as it stands right there. Let's see what happens. Gloves making a rotation. Managed to find himself some time to heal up. One more mini left. They are sitting on 4 eliminations as it stands. The Victory Royale winners don't want to lose that first place position just yet. So let's see what happens right now. Still in this, still making those massive rotations. Is there going to be a massive box fight opportunity for Dayquov and them? But they continue focusing on that rotation. Still 22 players alive. So much placement points to be earned for the team right now, so that they can remain on the top over there. You're going to see Gloves almost boxing up a player, but unfortunately they managed to sneak their way out of that and continue focusing on that rotation right now. Top 10 teams remain right now. Couple solo players, couple duo players, which is so fresh, getting elimination in the kill feed over there. So it looks like Rome, Mike, Gilbert and them are a part of the top 10, but Gloves, however, gonna get knocked. Dayquov, literally with little HP, he's gonna place 9. He's gonna get eliminated on his end, and we're gonna go over now to Reapsy to see what is happening with them, knowing that they are a duo as well. We are seeing Reapsy get knocked, unfortunately, and it's Rejects left alone, and we're seeing some massive touches from them, but unfortunately, he's gonna get eliminated out of that position, and Cobra is gonna be the one to put pressure on the team right now. And I'm trying to find Cobra's POV. Unfortunately, you just can't. Okay, there we go. There's Cobra and Dem's POV. So G-Boy, Cobra, and Dem to make the rotations right now. They play second, and we don't know who won that Victory Royale as it stands. Let's see whether or not it's Jetski, Kareem, and Chimp to grab game number 1. But for Cobra, a really good GG's in the books, because guys, these guys are underrated players. They're not really, you know, the favorites. When someone talks about who is going to win, they're going to talk about Neymar, they're going to talk about Reapsy. But for Cobra and his team to come second place with a couple eliminations is really a good GG's in our books. So congratulations to them, guys. Guys, if you haven't already, hit the pinned comment on top of the chat. Go to Facebook and enter into the Red Dragon mechanical keyboard, as well as hit !raffle in the comment section to be able to raffle away the mouse that is available for you guys over there. So we'll be seeing you guys for game number 3. Already going into half of the tournament. Still 3 games remaining right now, and we will be seeing exactly who going to be victorious after game number 2. We're going to look at that leaderboard as well, so don't you guys go in there anywhere. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like, as well as hit post notifications, because it's not only just going to be these and it's the end of the show and we never see you guys again. We'll be producing interviews with the winners for game number 1, interviews with the winners for game number 2, the overall interview winners for the Knysna Finals Cup. We're going to produce highlight reels for the players as well who did really well and so forth. And we're just going to give you some spicy content that you guys can enjoy on the YouTube channel. So make sure you guys are staying followed, staying subscribed, because you don't want to see or miss anything else. Guys, we're going to be seeing you guys very shortly, so don't you go anywhere. Oh, where the flipping software crashed. The software crashed, so we're going live again. Yeah, fine. Make an announcement that we're going live again on Discord, eh? So where were we? We were on the leaderboard, talking about the leaderboard over there. So let's look at what the leaderboard looks like over there, guys. And we'll bring that for you guys. So in first is actually going to be Kareem, Chimp, and Jetski. In second, it's Psycho Gloves and he's Chill. So 51 players. In third is Warrior, Steri, and Les in that position. So really, Warrior staying consistent. Psycho, however, has lost his position due to Kareem, Chimp, and Jetski. All it takes is one good game, guys, and you are able to grab that over there. And in fourth, guys, is Travis and Neymon Woke with a tough game in game number 2. 7 points, but 41 points, not that far behind. So literally anything can switch up for the team. In fifth is Reepsy, Crispy, and Reject with a clutch play and has a duo. They were able to grab 19 points for themselves. So the games have started, guys. Let's go jump on board with Ginger and them and so forth. So yeah, Ginger and them had a very progressive game for themselves. It was just unfortunate to see them, you know, go down that early in terms of rotating and so forth. The other hand as well, it was tough for Storm, Eaton, and Noted for game number 2. But look, guys, they can still make a comeback and win the games and the tournament in 3 games. Anything's possible over there if you very much consistent and focused. It's crazy to see what that will be happening over there. So let's go over now to Warrior to see what is happening because there's still some off-spawn action that we missed. So let's go see what is happening over there. You can see that Warrior is again so much in full control. He's got 3 eliminations, so this has already happened and they've managed to grab that off-spawn victory just yet again. I don't see or think anyone else is around here. So Warrior and them, honestly, going into the games, they're very much happy that they're able to grab that. But at any moment, these off-spawn fights can go wrong. And we will see the players, you know, eliminating Warrior, Steri, and Les. I mean, the way it looks like now, Steri and Les look very much low on white HP. So it was a very close battle that had happened, but Warrior seems to be the clutch of the show with those 3 eliminations for his team right now. So let's see what the plays are going to be, though, for Warrior, Steri, and them going into game number 3. They are top 3 as it stands, guys, and not that far from victory as well. I mean, Kareem and Chimp did a massacre to grab game number 1 over there. Game number 2, pardon me. And then Psycho, Gloves, and them, however, on those rotations were just very tough. Psycho had died quite early, and then it was Daykov and Gloves who needed to clutch the plays. And you know what? These are fine. These things happen, and they're still very much in grabbing the victory royale. Hopefully, they can stay consistent. And let's go check while talking about them. Let's go see how they're doing off spawn, whether or not there's any action we can expect or what their rotations are looking like. But I'm excited to see what they can do. 83 players right now has a stance. Those off-spawn battles are very much intense, and they get about 15 players eliminated off-spawn, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that is the case. But yeah, Glubs and them very much happy for how they're performing and showing up today in the esports, in the Knysna Esports Cup finals right now. It's crazy who will be, you know, the victorious after the 5 games. It's all about consistency, focus, and so forth. And let's see whether or not they're able to grab that for themselves. But guys, talk about Cobra. Cobra on his end, he was able to do something really well. I mean, to come out of this position here on their end, you know, all the way from shop to be in this position to come second, that was huge. Let's go over to Travis Neymar and the favorites over there, because I see and hear that they finding themselves somewhat action as it stands right there. So we're gonna jump on board with Travis as it stands, and let's see what the players do. Travis and them, they are positioned 4th on the leaderboard with 41 points. So they would be happy to grab any off-spawn action that they can possibly. But it doesn't look like they're going to go into the 3v3 that we expected them to. You could see that they were very much lined up and ready for any action whatsoever to bring their way. I mean, you're going to be going into... we're going to be seeing him going into the aspects very much dedicated. It is Bravado Beach that we are calling it out over here. Let's see whether or not they can get some good loot, whether they the better team right now. I don't see them having that much room for themselves, however, to grab. It does look like he's going to get an error over there. So not the full thing for themselves right there. So let's keep on going with the Knysna Esports Cup and seeing exactly what will happen. And look at the kill feed. It does look like Romax managed to grab a elimination right there. Massive stuff for the team. And let's see what that is going to be looking like. But yeah, 79 players, guys, has the second zone or first zone is closing in right now. Let's see whether or not we'll be seeing that Storm Surge coming to play. We did see it again. 99 players queued up, but those 99 things can be a bit tricky. I mean, we can maybe see players, a lot more players dying off spawn or mid-game or whatever the case may be, because players are hungry to make a comeback and they will do whatever means necessary. Alarma for Reepsy, and he's happy that he's able to be in this position. Crispy is going to get the Llama eliminated, and they will have a chug cannon for themselves. So there you go. They have a chug cannon for themselves. They're able to use that in the late end games, and that is just going to be juicy emergency clutch plays that they will be able to get for themselves. On the other hand, guys, noted Ethan and Storm, and hopefully we can have a chat with some of the participants today, or even in a video, you know, find out what had really happened. And hopefully some of the teams today, they stay as a trio. Noted looks very much happy still. He's doing a little bit of a dancey victory royale dance for himself. 75 players in this aspect, and you are seeing some players now entering the walls of Stealthy Stronghold. You got one player there right now lining up to get over there. But we see some tags. They will be needing those tags quite a bit, maybe even for zone 5, the 50-50 zone that we expect, or zone 4, because yeah, 75 players as it stands. I don't see Surge happening this game, but anything's possible. Maybe you get a reboot, and just like I say, Genderman will get rebooted in the kill feed over there. So we're back to 75 players, but the question is, was that reboot really worth it? Was it really worth it? Because, I mean, players hear that, players see you get rebooted, and for Noted, Storm, and Keaton, they wanted to win this one. I can tell you guys that. They really wanted to win this one. But it's very just unfortunate plays that have come into action for Storm, Noted, and Keaton. Let's go over to Davs, Havocs, and Brewshock to see what is happening with them, how are they situated, whether or not they're looking strong for their team. Bring their volume down just quite a bit over there. Does look like they're very much solid. They're gonna be staying around here and getting into a much safe guarded house, actually. Little bit of a little bit of a dance for us over there, guys. 1 Macarena 3, and yeah, the other team's loadout is really solid. That blue tack is just as OP. I do love the tacks in the games right now. They in a pretty much safeguarded car right here. The car has like extra shield or damage threshold onto it, 800, but it's the windows that you can't really crack open immediately. In fact, you would need a couple shots onto the windows. So the windows are like bulletproof a little bit, but as you damaging the windows, the car is going to be damaged as well. So it's not the best vehicle to rotate with, but either way, it's an amazing vehicle to use to rotate with. 75 players right now as it stands, and the zone will be closing in for second surge. And very grateful for the Knysna Esports Cup finals to be displayed like this, just to show exactly what that competitive is looking like. But 5 players is all they need to be eliminated, so I don't think Blue Shark, Havocs, and Davs need to be too worried about that. And you can see trying to get a couple tags, does manage to hit, you know, 109 now above, which is really fantastic. And yeah, 395 damage to the raining, 395 AR ammo to be raining down on these players. You see Cobra yet again. So let's go over to Travis in Storm. He's actually finding himself in some action, and this could possibly dampen the lead that they have with the players right now. And they are 83 damage above, not that much. And let's see what happens. Travis and Storm, the fight right there, and does look like they're gonna disengage from that one, so nobody's gonna go into full on action. And I mean, for Storm, if he gets eliminated this game, there is no shot at making a comeback for the finals right here in the thing. Out of 3, if you manage to do well, the 3 out of the 5 games, if you manage to do exceptionally well, you can at least get a first or top 8 position. But if you die or manage to find yourself being eliminated quite early, then it's only GG's in the books. It does look like Travis and them don't have that much surge tags for themselves, and there's another team going to be focusing on this team right now. And you can see Travis sitting in the bush. Will he be able to connect some shots? Unfortunately not. And they only have 47 damage above, and all these players now coming together could be tough for the rotations. I mean, even for the players who are outside on the skirts, make the rotations. Travis needs to stop building up, maybe. Yeah, there's Nay saying, listen, let's take this fight, and we're going to see some action on board. Travis trying to line up a AR line right there. That surge is active. They're going to need some damage, because that damage threshold that they currently have right now won't be enough if 3 players don't get eliminated. But there's that surge tag for them. Ooh, Travis, Neymar, and Woke in a surge. This, I don't think, has ever happened for them. They always find themselves being W keyed, etc. They just need 20 damage. Unable to get it. He gets hit really hard. Down to 10 HP. He's gonna get eliminated. And it's Woke, Bravado, Nay, who needs to clutch up right now. Nay gets a huge pump. They have enough damage. At least the surge is not putting any pressure on them. But Travis is gonna get eliminated off his side, and he's gonna get tagged from above. Woke needing to heal up yet again. 5 HP. 99 pump from Woke. And he's gonna get knocked. It's Nay who's left with the 1v2 clutch maybe. And he's also almost down to little HP. 46 as it stands. He manages to knock one player. Player jumps straight into his box. And it's almost a 1v2 clutch, but Cobra manages to pick up Neymar and Woke. Unfortunately for Travis, on his side, he was eliminated due to the Storm Surge. So he was just, the timing there was a bit bad on his end. He got hit really hard at the wrong time. So very shocking plays for the team. And that's going to put a lot of pressure on them because they didn't get into any kill points or any placement points for themselves. For game number 3, they're going to sit on 0 for that one. And Cobra and them obviously very much excited about that. Reepsy, Rejects and Crispy very much in a good position. I don't know how their Surge is looking. They do look to be on 0 eliminations for themselves. I don't know how their Surge is looking for the next Storm Surge to come into play. But yeah, let's see what happens right now. For those of you guys who want to watch Fresh or Dealbolt or Romike, you guys can head over to their YouTube channels and watch them from there. They are streaming live on their platforms. As it stands, the players just wait 52 seconds until that zone will start to shrink and players will start being pressured right there. But as it stands, Reepsy and them very much in a good position. But they need to make a couple, 1 or 2 boxes into the zone and they should be fine on their end. But for Noted, Storm and them, let's see what's happening over there, guys. Whether or not they're in a clutch play. It does look like they're going to find themselves in a 3v3 situation in a late endgame. That's fantastic to hear from the teams, however. There's that Storm Surge warning. There are 95 damage above with 10 players needing to be eliminated. These are amazing scenes we are witnessing in the Knysna Esports Cup. Very stacked across the board. All 3 games getting Surge from literally the beginning all the way to the end. Noted trying to make a play to get as much walls and around his enemy that he can possible. Maybe there will be an opportunity later in the stage to get a tag or whatever on the players, but right now as it stands, 8 players remain. There's a lot of action as you guys can hear right now. Genderman is gonna get knocked with a sniper 127 meters away, and that's gonna at least dampen the players possibly in this position. Noted, Storm and Keaton will need, however, to deal some damage anytime soon because their threshold keeps going down. And that's not what we want from them. Will we see another tier 1 group being eliminated by Storm Surge is the question. He's trying to spray and prey onto these players, maybe to get 1 or 2 tags. But for them, they're very much happy. They don't need to rotate into 50-50 because they're going to be fine right here. And any moment now, we will be seeing that Storm Surge affect them quite a bit because there's still 6 players alive right now. But you can see in the kill feed, there's a lot of action happening. And they want to eliminate that over there. Nice tag from them. They look very much well. I see in the kill feed that Dirks and them, however, are getting some proper eliminations for themselves. Oh, there you go. There's a knock. Nice. Fantastic. Their damage is really well. They're going to be pushing into it. Storm leading the pack right now. They do get their finish. They're gonna focus now on this player. Try get in there. They do manage to, and that's a pump. Noted doing extremely well on that end as well. He's got 3 eliminations to his name, and that's also 3 kill points, and does look like they're very much solid this time around. Let's go over to Clubs and them to see what's happening with them. How are they dealing with game number 3? Will they still be remaining in first is the question. They don't have any kill points for themselves, but I'm pretty sure they survived the Storm Surge quite well. And in 10 seconds, the next moving zone will be happening. You can see they're getting a lot of tags and dealing damage on the lobby right now as it stands. But no kill points for them. There is 15 trios remaining in this lobby. Focusing right now, spraying and praying down onto the oppositions as they try and make the rotations. But it's the first moving zone right here. The Gloves, Psycho, and Dayquav in the winning positions. Oh no, second place. Kareem and them in the winning positions. Will we see Psycho Gloves take that first place position? Let's see what happens. It's a huge launch from them. They pull out their gliders very much early, and this will allow the height players to sort of focus down on these players. But they're going to grab a mid-game and almost eliminated his Gloves with 39 HP to his name. He's gonna try focus right now on the rotation to connect to Gloves, Psycho, and Dayquav to get together actually. And they do so indeed. They need to continue focusing. And Gloves again finding himself in a tough position. Now with 62 HP, they're going to get focused right now. They need to kill up. And I can see he has some minis and a big pot. So he's able to at least pause, grab a breather. And they're just getting focused and focused as it stands right there. 101 damage above. They're going to need to deal some more damage because there's 39 players remaining. That first zone rotation will start. And I believe their surge is active right now. They're getting heavily tagged and Gloves is on pressure 24/7 this time around. It doesn't look too well for them, but they're able to continue with the rotations, and he needs to meet up and connect with his team, and he's able to do so right now. 75 damage above. Will they manage to survive and outlive this Storm Surge is the question right now. Their walls get taken. Gloves is pressured yet again, finding himself targeted throughout this entire rotation, using all those consumables, and 30 players remain right now. Yet again, Gloves is finding himself targeted, and unfortunately, just how much damage can you take? Just how much damage can you take before you will get knocked and eliminated out of this one? And we'll see now Gloves being eliminated. Psycho and them, however, left alone in this one. We won't put too many pressure on them, and we'll allow them to focus up and go into the end games as a duo. Let's move over to Storm, Psycho, Storm, Keaton, and Noted. It does look like Noted is in an action right here. He manages to grab a beautiful kill on Divs. However, we're not seeing Keaton a part of the trio, and it's Storm and them to make the rotations alone in the end games right now. But it does look like Storm, however, is extremely low on HP. Noted is going to get coned up, and there's a player right now. He's able to eliminate Spooky. Noted manages to find Spooky and Divs and say, listen mate, you're out of this game. Sent back to the lobby. Noted jumps straight into a place box. He gets another elimination. That was Romike, but unfortunately for the team, however, they're going to place 5th with a couple elimination. Reapsy alive in this one with a full trio. Will they grab game number 3 is the question to get up into the first place. The player jumps into the box. Crispy gets eliminated. Rejects is low on HP. Reapsy is low on HP. Reapsy left alone as a solo right now. And we're going to see his teammates being knocked. He's going to need some minis and a med kit to survive this one. Nice pump from him, but it's not going to be enough. Jetski again in the end games. How are they doing this? How is Kareem Jetski in this is the question. Oh my god. Who had just won that amazing game is the question for game number 3. Was it Jetski? We don't know. Let's see, however, what the next games are going to be like. I am so rooting for the Kareem and them to continue staying consistent, because it is a debut for them in the Knysna Esports Cup. They just joined only about a week ago, even a few days ago, to join up for the semi-finals, and now coming to the finals with some pure action to find them all the way into the endgame aspects. And Psycho, Gloves, and Dayquov died. I'm not sure where they died. We actually left their positions, but did they clutch up some placement points? Did they manage to find themselves some more eliminations is the question. Fortunately, we'll just have to wait and see after the break. So back-to-back victory royales for Kareem, Jetski, and Chimp, guys. These are the three teams, the three players to just join forces, guys, to join as a trio not longer than 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago. I'm literally talking about a few days together, but that chemistry slowly showing for us on stream over here, for this show and so forth. If you guys are joining us, remember to leave a thumbs up, remember to subscribe and hit on post notifications, share the stream to your friends on WhatsApp, on social media, whatever the case may be, because this one is still very much close, guys. And let's have a look at that price, at that how close they are going into game 4, guys. We are seeing KGC, which is Kareem, Chimp, and Jetski in first place with 88 points. That is a solid 22-point lead to Punishers X WRG X Goliath Gaming, which is Reject, Crispy, and Reepsy. And a 20-point lead, you can see if on their average games, they're about getting 20 points, 22, 27, 20, 19. So 22 points is literally the lead between the two. So they're going to need to get a really good game just to catch up to Kareem and Chimp. Not only that, but Kareem and Chimp are in the same games as we are seeing right now. They're in the same games for these players right now, guys. So Reepsy, Crispy, and Reject will need a massive game, maybe even a victory royale to really dampen the lead and then take the victory royale. For Psycho, Clubs, and Dayquav started really huge. I'm still rooting for this team. They really showed consistency, and they did have 1 or 2 bad games in the semi-finals, but they ended up second. So don't give up hope. If you guys are favoriting Psycho, Clubs, and Dayquav to win this tournament, don't give up just yet, because game 4 could possibly be theirs. We'll just have to see what that means. BDH, which is Brewshark, Havocs, and Dives, a huge clutch up game for themselves, 26 points in game number 3 to bring them into the top 5 right now, and 54 points in total. In 5th is Warrior, Sterry, and Les. They are sitting now on 48 points. However, something had gone wrong for them. To sit on 5-point game in game number 3 is very much unfortunate. We did see a massive game 1, massive game 2, and then just 5 points for game number 3. So sad to see that come into action. For Storm, Keaton, and Noted, 41 points. They have made a comeback. Look at this. They were on 20 points literally after game 2, but in game 3, Noted's pop off, guys. We all have to admire how aggressive that guy is when it comes into fragging. He's just so talented. He did really well in that aspect, grabbing himself and his team so many kill points, and overall team placement is 41. So massive. For Travis, Name on Woke, they're gonna go drop down all the way from the top 5 to 7th position, finding themselves tied to Storm, Keaton, and Noted. But guys, like I mentioned, all it takes is 3 good games. They've already got 1 good game. They can get a good game in game number 4 and 5 to get first place in the Knysna Esports Cup. But will it happen is the question. This is the first time we are seeing Travis, Neymar, and Woke not have enough Storm Surge to actually survive, or, you know, a Storm Surge damage to actually make it through. I mean, Travis was one of the first players to die to the Storm Surge between the pro players that we have over here. So that is very questioning what had happened, why they have this here. And you can see they're back to Bravado X Goliath Gaming. Lurker X Piano X Limits, 39 points for themselves. For Envy and X Sing, Popcool, Wolky, and Latte, a good game 1, a good game 2, 3, and they're chilling right now where they can possibly get a massive game for them. And top 10 is Script, Wolfgang, and Moxu. Remember, guys, the top 8 will be winning a prize pool today, so there's this prize pool split. We'll see exactly what you guys have to say. So yeah, first place being 7,200, second being 4,800, and then third being 2.5, fourth being 1,800, fifth being 1,350, Sixth is 1050. Seventh is 795. Eighth is 465. So this is massive distribution across the board. And as well, guys, if you guys don't know, the massive thing that you guys get to take home on top of thing is the trophy. The Knysna Esports Cup 2021 trophy for you and your trio. So that is going to be crazy to see how this can be played out. But guys, I have confirmation that games have started. Why not go and jump on board with one of the players, Warrior, to see whether or not we're going to get that cheeky off-spawn action as we did in game number 1. So you can see, going over to the gameplay right now, they are on the battlefront, gliding into Camp Cod. A very new drop spot again for Warrior, Steri, and Les, but they're doing exceptionally well when it comes to that off-spawn fighting. The question is now, let's see whether or not they're able to survive this one going into game number 4. Able to find himself all the consumables needed in order to get into the action where we'll be seeing unfolded pretty much very soon, guys. Let's see what is able to happen right now. But Fragger Reaper in the kill feed, getting himself a couple eliminations, as well as Vix, Torbs, and them. That's amazing to see that, you know, there's some underrated players making sure that they get enough surge tags and so forth for the games over there. So let's wait and see what happens right now with the players, whether or not they can clutch up for Warrior. Because, I mean, Warrior was top 3, but now is 5th, if I'm not mistaken. So that needs to be rectified this game around, as well as Travis, Name, and Woke need to work on a lot to get into that top first place position they wish to be in. But it does look like, I don't know, it does look like the team that was contesting Warrior and them don't look to be present. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't actually get a glimpse of where the team had landed. But let's see what's happening right now with the scenes over there. So Davs, Bruce Shock, let's go over to them. They are actually top 5 as it stands. Let's see whether or not they can catch up. Couple tags for Dabs, which is gonna again help them with the game over here. If they are able to get some eliminations at all, that would be really helpful, because both players, Blue Shark, Havocs, and Dabs, a new trio debuting in the Knysna Esports Cup. And I say debuting because it's an important time and phrase for these trios taking part in the tournament. You know, like, if you're very new and you clutch up and you pop off, it gives you some kind of happiness feeling to yourself, you know, like, maybe you were sad that I got kicked from my trio or whatever, but then you form a new trio and you do even 10 times better than you expected. Like, that there is amazing. And you can see Davs, Havocs, and Bruce, they're having some clutch plays for themselves. So amazing stuff over there. Bruce Shark on his, not Bruce Shark, Devil's Black, Devon actually, Ginger and them on his side. They're looking to be clutching up some kill points for themselves. Let's go jump on board to see what is happening. You can see Ginger's boxed up right now, trying to kill up Devon and a Swish making the W key plays. There's some off-spawn action between Ginger and the oppositions right now here at Craggy. Does look like they're going to be doubly keen out of Craggy though to get some eliminations. The player drops all the way to low ground into his little box right now, grabs the wall, and that's a pump. And it's Genderman who's going to get eliminated. And there's a team wipe coming in from Ginger, Swish, and Seven, guys. Amazing stuff from them. That's going to help them up with surge tags. I don't believe we're going to get surge tags for game number 4 for Zone 2. But best believe the 50-50 as well as moving zones will definitely have surge. We are down to 75 players and Zone 1 is closing in right now. I did not think we'll get Storm Surge for game 3 when we had 75 players, but we did. And we did see Neymar, Travis, and Woke get eliminated due to that soul factor over there. But a huge clutch up from Ginger and them off spawn. Let's go look at a Reapsy, Crispy, and Reject as they are second right now on the leaderboard, making those rotations out. You can see now we are down to 74 players as there is another elimination being played out right now. They're gonna go over to the place to get the barrel truck, which will help them regenerate their HPs all the way to 200 HP. So 100 blue, 100 white. It is sad that we've come to the conclusion of the Knysna Esports Cup, but don't think it is the end of the Knysna Esports, because there's still going to be content being developed throughout the months to come, interviews with the winners and so forth, highlight reels on casting, and just a huge display of game content that we have planned for you guys throughout the entire months and so forth. Maybe even interviews with some of the Knysna competitors that came into Elite Pro Series for the very first time, not knowing there's a competitive scene for South Africa. Let's see whether or not what their opinions have to be, because I mean, if you look at their participation in the Knysna Esports Cup right here, it was very tough for them. They had some tough games, and we want to hear generally what they had planned or what was the general feedback from them regarding the Knysna Esports Cup. So let's go jump over to Travis. What is happening? Last game around, they needed search tags. This time around, we're seeing Travis being eliminated off of game number 4, and they need this clutch over here, guys. They're finding themselves all the way at Shark, trying to W keep, but Travis, however, very much separated. And there's some players over here. They do have a gold pump on Woke. They got their card over there, so that's amazing. And 2 shield fishes. Able to position themselves. A nice pump. He's going to get knocked. However, Woke is out of this situation. He's going to get eliminated. Neymar's left alone to sort of make a rotation out of this one. And they're finding themselves in the very toughest place. I told you guys you need 3 good games to even be top 8. If Neymar gets eliminated this time around, we will be seeing him out and out of the prize pool place for game number 5, unless some really crazy plays happen and they get a win with 46. And there's a sort of a clutch play from Neymar. He's able to knock one player down. Will he get that confirmation is the question. It's a 1 pump from him. It's a 1v2. Will he get this clean up? Neymar is left alone. He's got that slow fish. He's back at a good amount of HP, and it's a huge pump from him. Will he clutch up? Amazing scenes from Neymar to clutch up the 1v3. And just when I thought it was going to be over for Neymar, he's able to clutch up right now, get the cards. We won't put any pressure on them. We'll leave them to go and rotate outwards to get those revives over there. Massive, massive, massive clutch play from Neymar to 1v3 to live the hopes of becoming the first Knysna Esports team or cup players winners over there. Amazing, amazing scenes just witnessed from Neymar as he's able to clutch and get the reboot cards to try get them alive and back into this one. Game 4 is still very much alive for Neymar and them, so let's see what happens right now. No pressure on the team, but I'm pretty sure the stream is gonna hype up for that one over there. Whew. Man, that was intense for Neymar and them, but a huge clutch play. None other than that. Amazing scenes that we just witnessed out of that shock POI. But Club Psycho Dayquap right now third on the leaderboard with 63 points, 3 points behind Rejects, Reapsy, and as well has Crispy. So let's see what happens over there. That was intense. So let's go over to the other competitors that we have right now, which is Ginger. He's competing, he's taking an action, he's saying, listen, I want to make a comeback, and he still can because he got a decent game number 1 for himself. He's going to find himself in some action. However, Swish is down to 30 HP, and the burning's happening. He's unable to edit out of there. He's going to die to the fire. Light High Ground is very much low on HP. He gets a knock for himself, but however, 7 is going to get eliminated, and you're going to see now the addition players are going to come around. It's going to be a 2v1 situation and scene for Light High Ground, which is Swish right now. Will we see the same clutch plays that we did see from Neymar in this play over here is the question. Let's see what happens right now. They are getting the revive. They're not sure of the exact locations right now over there, but they're able to get them entire team or Ginger alive, and it's going to be a 2v3. I also do believe they went to go for the clutch plays to reboot their teammate. We are down to literally game 4 and game 5 in this one left right now, but Neymar manages to clutch this one. Ginger's trying to take a huge medkit play, and that could generally change the scenes for the team. But however, Swish is gonna get knocked, and he's trying his level best to get down on this medkit, and that sort of gave Swish the pressure to sort of take the fight and distract the oppositions, which was not the play, as Light High Ground now will be eliminated off that aspect. And I do believe once the zone starts closing in right now, we're going to start seeing that 2-ticker coming into play. He does have 2 medkits with himself. He's maybe able to grab the reboot card for Light Switch right there. So maybe some plays we can see for Ginger in the late games, but no pressure. Let's leave this over here and go over to the other competitors that we have on board. Noted, and they're making a huge comeback just off game number 3. They still have 3 more games to win this one. 2 more games to win this one. I mean, with a decent game 3, they can make a massive game 4 and probably win game 5. Let's see what happens. They're using the jump towers to make the rotation further into the zone. So let's go over to other competitors who are taking some fights right now. That's going to be Luca Demos, and he's third in this position to fight. Let's see what is happening. What are the scenes looking like? You can see Luca Demos right now in a 3v3 box fight situation. It is going to be quite hectic for the team to sort of clutch this one up. They have been doing somewhat okay, but not amazing in the tournament right now. And on the other hand, let's see what they can do. It is a bit framey. We do apologize, guys, but this is the best you guys can get in terms of Fortnite South Africa. With the no availability on the spectate tool, this is what you guys can basically expect across the board right now. Luca and them trying to chop down these players right here. Will they be able to do so is the question. Fortunately, not able to locate exactly where the oppositions lie. They're going to be dropping each other some loot because it doesn't look like Rakic actually wants the heavy AR in his back pocket. So he wants just a grey AR. Apologies over there. But yeah, let's see what happens. He does have 2 red peppers. Maybe he can even go for the play to move quicker with a duo mate and get into a high ground position. But no, they're doing really well, chopping away the builds and making sure that everything that possibly could happen is there. So no double king will be taking effect from the oppositions right now. Gonna go jump on board with Neymar in the end to see whether or not they're able to fully clutch up and managed to reboot Travis and Woke. But I'm seeing your guys' reactions now in the stream, and you guys are so happy that that has come into play. Again, thank you guys, everyone across the board. Thank you so much for joining in on the Knysna Esports Cup Finals. Let's see whether or not we'll be on board with some action right now with Luca as he gets closer. He's going to edit that code. I think the player's now quite close to him, focusing down, spraying down some AR ammo, but nothing's going to connect over there. Guys, the frame is just not going to be good enough for us. We're going to go over to the other oppositions that we have, which is Warrior and them. They had a tough game 3 for them, even though they survived off spawn. Let's see whether or not we can get them back into the top 5 positions and maybe even for the place for the victory or overall at the end of 5 games. Still 60 players remaining, and no one has really died at this stage. It's crazy to see that has happened right now. That zone rotation is going to be happening in about 50 seconds as the storm will start shrinking in the next moments. But for Warriors, Stereo and them, they are sitting on 1 elimination. I don't know if they were caught. I'm not too sure exactly where they managed to pick up that kill, but they were very much separated when it came to those rotations either way in the comp card. So when they came to off spawn, they were very much separated and they were able to loot up the entire camp card quickly and safely to get out of that area very soon. But as it stands right now, you can see they are just railing down some damage to the oppositions who are flying and so forth. But let's go down, guys, to Race, Chili, and Spice and see what is happening. It does look like they are going to be eliminated on their end. So we're going to see Xylo, Tem, and Zorro. Very much underrated trio to take part in this tournament, who have been doing exceptionally well in the recent tournaments that have been happening in South Africa. But for them, this time around, let's see where they're sitting on the leaderboard. They are 13 as of game 3. We don't know what game 4 means for them, whether they're able to get some more eliminations and placements to make it into the top 8. We'll have to see, though. 598 damage above their surge. Routing and planning has been amazing to get 0 eliminations, but those tags over there are very much crucial. And just like I mentioned right there, I think they just got a kill, and that's going to be Moabs who's going to be eliminated. So they're now up against Itzy and Energy to sort of clean up this area. And I think Moabs, however, has been confirmed already for the team. While fighting they're gonna get knocked. Zorro is gonna get knocked right here. You can see Piano's the one to grab that, and they're trying to get his player back into coverage. But unfortunately, they're gonna get tagged up in the business over there. Will they get the 50-50 zone is the question. They are quite close to it, so that's fine. Guys, the question we've all been waiting for. Has Travis been revived or rebooted by Neymar? Let's go jump on board with them to see whether or not they end this one in the end games. And it does look like, guys, we are having the full trio together. Travis, Woke, and Neymar. This is a huge clutch for Neymar and his team, because they need this one, game number 4 and game number 5, if they want to be even close to winning the entire tournament right now. And the loot, however, for Travis is not what we expect. It's a great pump, but it will have to do for the team right now. They almost have 1,000 damage above, and the surge is still active as it stands right now. 3 players still alive, needing to be eliminated so that surge can be rectified for the zone 5 or the 50-50 zone right now. And you got 54 seconds until the next zone starts rotating. Travis trying to rain some guns over there, and that player was one tap, managing to hit a headshot for 49 white. Still a couple plays right here. He's managed to get himself a good opportunity right there. He got a kill. Now sitting on 3 kills. That was Xylo, Tem, and them, I believe, or was it just the other Xylo that we have in the EPS finals? Opposites right now trying to claim height and sniping down on Travis, but it's the question who gets the first moving zones that will be staying on height right now. I don't think Neymar, Travis, and them have any mobility in terms of launch pads, etc., to make the rotations if it is on opposites. So we're gonna see the team maybe drop down a level or 2 on their end, or focus on the opposites to get that height right now. And you can see they have the favor of the zone, so they're very much happy and will be taking the lead somewhere, somehow this game, I'm telling you guys. So Travis will be on height, but let's go have a look at what's happening with Rejects and them. It does look like they have 1 elimination, and they just got that as we went on board with them. So amazing stuff. They do got the Chug Cannon yet again for this game. So you did hear Reepsy in the semi-finals. The Chug Cannon is very, very OP. They got 2 launch pads as well, 3 launch pads actually, and they're gonna use that to make the rotations right now. They're able to jump, and there's Neymar, Travis, and Woke raining some damage from the heights over there. They're on the massive heights scenes. And you're going to see Reepsy this time around grabbing low ground. In fact, he's going to find himself in a new layer. Hopefully, the entire team can stick together. They are second as it stands on the leaderboard. And they're going to need a couple kill points for themselves just to catch up to first place. And then they're going to need maybe a victory with another more massive kill points to take the lead from Kareem. Depending on where Kareem and them are right now, whether or not they've been eliminated, that is a good advantage to the team, because those placement points are starting to kick in as it stands right now. Still, 40 players are very much alive as it stands, and the Storm Surge yet again going to be active for the players. So they are 83 damage above, 134 damage above. They're going to need to do a lot more damage if they're going to survive this. But this is the moving zone, so players drop like flies, and they don't need to worry too much about that Storm Surge active as it stands right there. 4 players right now needing to be eliminated, so that Storm Surge is rectified. But this is Rejects and Crispy who will be focusing on that. But let's go over to Travis, Neymar, and his trio to see what is happening on height. What are they doing? Are they able to clutch to this game and get a victory royale? They're sitting on so much eliminations as it stands already. Neymar on 3, Travis on 3, Woke on 2, and they may have 8 or 9 kills at hand. And they're controlling the high position, controlling and maintaining it as it stands, and raining some fire down below. Guys, a height almost means you win the game. So let's stick on board with Travis and them this time around to see what happens. They're going to put out that over there. And I think that's going to affect some players. We do see some damage down below due to that gas canister being exploded. And he's able to crack yet again another team. And they get that elimination. It is wood being burnt at the bottom over there. So everyone who's been building in wood is actually being scuffed at this moment. Still a couple more mats at hand for Travis. Maybe he's able to drop down and get a refresh over here, but he knocks a player. Amazing aim sight on the oppositions right now. Gets his confirmation. Now sitting on 10 kills plus. Travis, Neymar, and Woke are here to make a huge comeback. He absolutely beams another player. He gets an elimination. Travis now sitting on 5 for himself. You can see the teammates as well getting those kill feeds, getting those kills in the kill feed. And they have 100 mats on himself. Just raining down some bullets. Praying and spraying to get more eliminations to make a comeback on the leaderboard. And I can tell you, as it stands already, right now, this is more than enough for Travis and them to probably be positioned in the top 3. We're just going to have to wait and see for that endgame results, whether or not they clutch up massively. A player uses a launch pad. We're unable to see where they fly. But Travis and them now almost out of mass. They're going to need to start dropping down on these players. And you do see Neymar getting more elims. And they managed to crack. Travis joining Neymar right now on the low grounds as they're able to 3v2 the situations. And it is a victory royale. Talk about grabbing this game, guys, from literally almost being eliminated on little HP to reviving Travis and Woke to winning the game with double-digit eliminations. Guys, Game 4 has come to an end, and we're going to have to see what this means for Neymar, Travis, and them. Will they jump all the way to first place, or second, or third? Because Reepsy and them had the same amount of placements or elimination, not eliminations, but placement points going into that one. Was Kareem Jetski the team to be eliminated second? So much questions to be answered shortly after the break. Okay, guys, we've come now down to literally the last moment for the entire Knysna Esports Cup finals. It is literally this moment that can determine who will be walking away with the share of 20,000 Rand prize pool. Let's also mention the trophies that you get to take home as well, which will be in contact with you guys when we deliver those. But it is now down the last final single game that will determine the first Knysna Esports Cup champions. And by champions, you know exactly what that means. It's bragging rights. It's talk for you guys for the next couple of months and so forth. So we're wishing literally the top 5 or top 8 teams to try their level best to get into this one, guys. Let's look at the prize pool split. Prize pool split is going to be massive across the board. I mean, it is huge. 7,200 Rand for first place. Second is 4,800. Third is 2.5. Fourth is 1.8. Fifth is 1.35. Sixth is 1,050 Rand. Seventh is 795. And then eighth is 465. The leaderboard. That's all I'm seeing in the chat. Is what is the leaderboard looking like? Guys, have a look at the leaderboard right now. This is the leaderboard as it stands. I'll show you guys so you guys can see for yourself. First place still Kareem, Chimp, and Jetski. However, bad game for them in game number 4, so they can't expand that lead that they already had on the team. But it is 92 points for first, 85 for second. Reepsy, Crispy, and Reject still remaining consistent through game 1 to game 4. But Travis, Neymar, and Woke to grab the biggest game point to the game right now, to the Knysna Esports Cup finals. 40 points to bring them back into 81 points and also into a chance at winning the Knysna Esports Cup finals right now and be, the champions of the cup right there. And behind them is Brew Shark, Havocs, and Davs, guys. 80 points for them. In 5th is Psycho, Glubs, and Dayquaff. Unfortunately, a tough game 2 to 3, 4 for them. Grabbing game 1 was massive for them, but they slowly started diverting away from that first place slowly but surely. And now the top 5 plays, as you guys can see, is just pretty much hectic. I mean, it's going to be intense right now to see what will be going down for these plays over here. So let's see what will be happening for them. NVX scene making a good comeback, 32 points for them, now sitting on 65. LSW, Warriors, Terry, and Les making somewhat a decent game for themselves. And then Storm, Keaton, and Noted, however, needing to clutch that game massively if they wanted to grab first or third in that aspect. So 49 points for themselves right now. Not too shabby, not too bad. Top 8 is still anyone's game. Lurker, right, tied with 8 plays. Temperat only 8 points behind. And then for Spooky, about a couple 10 points behind for them. So it's going to be crazy to see what the game 5 is going to be like. And if you guys are just joining us and you guys don't know, you guys can actually enter a raffle for a gaming mouse. It is the Asus gaming mouse, the gaming core mouse that you guys can grab today. Immediately after game number 5, we'll be jumping into the giveaways. We're going to be hearing thanks from Knysna and so forth. We're going to be looking at all these people taking up some prizes home for themselves. So if you guys are just here to watch the finals, you guys get to be winners, but not everyone, only a select few in the YouTube stream. So thank you again for coming through. If you guys can, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, hit that post notifications, because we've got still so much more planned out for you guys. Let's go jump on board, guys, with the last game that we have for you guys. It's going to be Warriors, Terry, and Les, of course, that we're going to be jumping on board with over there. Game number 5, guys. The last final game left on board for us over here. Let's see what happens. It's gonna be crazy scary to see whether or not they can clutch this or not. Making those rotations right now, looking left and right. I don't see the team being contested, but Punisher's race, he's going to get himself into action. Let's go jump on board with that team quickly to see what is happening off spawn. You can see a couple of tags happening right now in that off-spawn action going into play. But he's got a gold pump off spawn, so that could clutch up if he does manage to get into a closer 1v1 situation. It is a 2v2 play right now as it stands, but it does look like Spice is going to be extremely low, and he's going to get a huge pump, 100 and something, managing to crack the player. Happy with that. And he will get a knock. Oh, he misses a pump. No, he misses too many pumps, but his teammate manages to come through with a clutch, and there's a victory dance. Take the L to the oppositions right there who are contesting them. They can at least go into the games to manage to revive them. Let's look at top 5 Davs, Havocs, and Brewstock right now as it stands. I mean, they've been doing really spectacular for themselves, and I told you guys, and I did mention in the pre-stream for this, that, you know, landing at Slurpee almost guarantees you a pop-off, and they are currently 4th right now. Brewstock, Havocs, and Davs, they uncontested as well throughout game 1 to 5, so their rotations are very much fine. When it comes to rotating, getting tags, they can go to a hydro plant and get some tags over there, whatever the case may be. But yeah, Brewstock and them very much well. So is there saying Kareem, Chimp, Jetski for the win? I'm reading some of your guys' messages now in the chat. Kareem can win this, and it's just gonna be insane to see something like that happen. Kareem hasn't had a time on the podium for a very long time right now. You know, he's maybe clashed up a couple games with Nibble, with Rejects, etc. But for this mass tournament, the podium has been missing Kareem, and Kareem has been missing the podium himself. That's why we are able to see him maybe clutch up a few games for himself. But yeah, guys, enter the raffles. Make sure you guys are entering those raffles. ! Raffle. Get entered into the giveaway over there. And I can see a bunch of you guys have been doing so. So thank you so much from our end to you guys for engaging in on those raffles right now. So this last game determines who will be winning the Knysna Esports Cup. And for me, I personally still don't know who is going to be doing that. But we like to say thank you so much, guys, to each and every one of you guys that have come to the party, that has shown so much love and just made the Knysna Esports Cup what it is, as well as to the sponsors and partners for the tournament right now, which is AOC South, was provide Knysna with high-tech monitors, 144 IPS panel monitors there. It's amazing to see that come into play. 144 hertz, 1 IPS panels, 1 MS is what I meant to say. So those are the AOC monitors down at Knysna, which has been distributed to the Knysna gamers to test out and feel the game right there. And I like what Davs has done over there. Davs heard a shot, he didn't ask where, he didn't ask who, he just started building. That is what is going to make you win these tournaments, guys. And let's see whether or not they can able to continue with that spectacular gameplay. Noted, currently top 8 right there. Let's see what is happening for the team, whether they're able to clutch up and, you know, make it into the end games as it stands right now. But still very much happy and proud to see such a new team form up and do extremely well. I mean, it's not always easy, but they've done it and they made it work for themselves. And we're gonna see, you know, Noted, Keaton and Storm hopefully still partake in trio tournaments, has a full trio, and hopefully none of them get separated through whatever the case may be, you know. But let's see what it means for them going to those things. The academy players Ricey, Piv, and State right now, they also still alive off spawn. We haven't seen too much action from them. They're actually going Slurpee right now, which is quite close to Havoc's, Davs, and Brewstock. Maybe that was the players why the players who's this now were building out and so forth. So you can see right there, they are able, and they are a duo. It does look like Rice and Perf are a duo, so we won't put too much pressure on the team right now. A duo is not what we want to be giving any pressure on for them. But Script, Moxu, and Wolfgang, you know, underdogs in this tournament. We'll give you guys a full feedback on where the players placed and so forth. So we can see how it was like. But it does look like the team is in some action right now, so we'll stay on board with this team as it stands. It does look like there's teams above the aim not able to connect on to Script, and I say that a bit too soon, but Wolfgang is quite low on HP. He's gonna need the time to heal up, but for Script, he's able to deal some damage. Moxu in a fight as well. They need to get together. Moxu is gonna get knocked. A nice 68 pump from Script. Making sure he's at full 150 HP to take this fight on. Are they able to 1v2, 1v3? Fortunately not, but he's managed to hit really hard on one of the players over there. But it does look like they're gonna get eliminated. It's actually Deimos and them, if I'm not mistaken, that took that fight. Let's go over back to Deimos, Bruce, and Havix. No, oh no, never mind. It's Luca and them who took that fight, but they're not screen sharing their POVs. So very unfortunate that they got eliminated off the bat so soon. Deimos and Havix are able to rotate on the road safely away from Ricey Piv, because that would be interesting to see pan out over there. The games are going very much smoothly for the last one. We are seeing 62 players still in this one. No Storm Surge going to be happening for zone or for game number 5 for zone 2. But still very much stacked, and this is not what we usually see in other tournaments, is that we are entering into this one with max players, but you know, these max players are dying quicker, they W keying quicker, they want some more points. You know, they have to give it their all, at least even for just top 8 at the chance at prize pool. But that first to third right now is just going to be pretty much hectic scenes, and we'll jump on board with them at a later stage so we don't grieve, or you know, people don't focus them endgame too much. So we'll jump on board with them at a later stage and see what's happening with them and so forth. Let's go over to more underrated players. Give everyone a chance at this Sports Cup, the Knysna Esports Cup. And you can see they're making rotations from the zone. It's going to be Cobra, Dan, and B-Boy making those rotations as a full trio. There's a bounty to the left, and they're also still in the zone. You can see now Perf gets knocked. Still very much intense rotations for them, but Alex, Prez, and Swivix unfortunately not in this tournament and not playing in that one. So we'll go over now to Vix and his trio to see what's happening over there. Vix, Torbs, and Brillix in this one as well in the late game games, and they're actually in a battle right now. No game audio, good tack damage that they've done, and they do get that elimination, so that's massive for them, but they're still getting WP right now. Still, Torbs is able to put pressure and continuous pressure onto the oppositions, which is able to at least handle that pressure from this third party. Still a couple mats and beatables they have on himself. In fact, Relix will need some bandages and so forth, which he's able to then use right now, which is fantastic. But Torbs did put on a massive damage to to the opposition team right there. Maybe they can go for a play for Vic's card, but I don't think that's it, honestly. And could that have been Bruce Havix in them making those fights in the Storm? I generally think so. I mean, let's go back over Davs and them, see what their loadout is. And it is indeed them. No? No, it isn't. Yeah, it isn't them. They positioned far away from Slurpee right now. Far away from... Let's go back over to happening. Waste team. Happening. Gonna go for the reboot in the zone, but the zone is moving away quite far. That's gonna be hectic for the team, so no pressure at all right now on for the players over there. Let's go see what Xylo, Tem, and Zoro are up to, whether they are alive and well in this one. So the thing I do see from Xylo, Tem, and them is that they're always so huge when it comes to their games. They always do so well. So it was actually Xylo, Zoro, and Tem taking that fight. Yes, it was. It was actually them. You can see now here's Travis Scott, the same skin that was used in W Keen, Torbs, and Relics over there. So Slurpee Swamp, massive rotation for Vix and them. Let's see whether or not they will be able to survive this. I mean, the loadout and loot right now for Xylo, Zoro, and Tem is quite tough. He's only got 291 wood, 198 brick, 500 metal. That is not what you want to see. He doesn't have any med kits. He doesn't have any big pots. His shotgun shelves are quite low. But you know what? This is a really, I would say, a really talented undercover talent that we have in the Knysna Esports Cup. Tem and them are uprising stars. If they continue doing well like they have been doing in the previous tournaments and so forth, they will definitely get a name for themselves. I mean, as it sits right now, they are 10th place. And depending on how this game goes, how well they do, they can make a play for top 8 and get themselves, you know, a prize pool split. The Knysna Esports Cup Finals, brought to you by AOC South, Tech Fox, Punishers Gaming, Anarchy Gaming, Night Gaming, as well as the Laughter Boutique Hotel, which is actually sponsoring Mike and his family to compete over there from their end. And oh, it looks so beautiful how Knysna looks actually, and I just can't wait for, you know, COVID and all these stuff to go by. Speaking of COVID, I hope you guys are all doing good and safe and so forth. And yeah, I do see the kill feed. However, Deimos got eliminated right there, so Deimos team out of this one, unfortunately, very early. Let's go over to Warrior, a team in the top 10 as it stands right now. 48 players remaining, guys. These players are jumping down very quickly. We'll leave Warrior out of the POV for now, and we'll wait until they get into the end games rotation there. But for Ginger, Swish, and Seven, it does look like they find themselves boxed below Havix, Deimos, and Blue Shock. Not Deimos, Davs. Let's go over to Gloves, Dayquoff, and Psycho as they're able to show us what it means to be in a fight. And you can see they are being built out crazy. Will the team come off this one with a clutch? Is a question we all would love to see right now. They are currently still in the top 5 position, so this could still be very good for them. They haven't had 3 or 2 good games. They would only have, if this one, depending on this one goes, and it's a good 50-50 from Gloves, depending on how this one goes, they can remain in top 5 or maybe even push themselves into top 3. The fights are going to calm down quite a bit. And we're going to see Psycho, Gloves, and them just sort of sit here and relax a bit. Their mat count not looking too good. They're going to need a huge refresh for themselves. I mean, 106 brick, 106 wood, 0 brick, and 281 metal. Their mat count looking not the greatest for that endgame rotation. And if I'm not mistaken, unless they get a refresh, I think the entire team is in a scuffed position. So going into the last games right now, guys, and the last moments of game number 5 with 47 plays remaining. Again, no Storm Surge for the 50-50 play, but still pretty much way better than any other tournament I've produced and costed right now. So I'm excited to see Knysna Esports lead the path for expectations for the next tournaments that we have in South Africa. This has sort of been a pathway and lead that we have from Knysna Esports. So let's see what happens right now, whether or not Punishers X Goliath X WRG will come first, or Psycho and them make a huge comeback right now. They're able at least to find themselves in a good position. I mean, that Elam over there is going to give them a lot of refreshers, and you can see that it's been split across the team right now. They're able to pick up those siphon mats, and now with 106 wood, somewhat brick, and 231 metal, they have 2 launch pads which they can utilize for themselves, maybe even a low launch if need be. But it does look like they're rotating now on the dead side. It's a player above them, but it doesn't look like there's any pressure. Using opposition buildings, player will be making some rotations in the sky, and I believe that was actually the team contesting Tem Zorro. And so let's go actually back to Tem Zorro and to see where they're going to be positioned on the map going into the last bits of the games right now. You can see that's happening over there. So let's go out and see whether or not they're still alive and well. And indeed they are, and they're not actually was the team to rotate with the launch pads. They're still very much in the same position. I think maybe they can use launch pads from that were placed previously. No, it doesn't look like it. So they're going to need to make the rotation on foot, but they do got a pepper consumed right now, and he's going to line up some shots on the players, and that's some good tags from Xylo. Able to connect with his team. His mat count's not looking too bad. I don't think he's the topper for the team right now, but still 223 brick, 500 metal. That's really healthy, and I think we can be in a good position now to go over to the top 2-3 players, which is going to be Reepsy and their team in this one as well. It does look like they're in a tough position as Crispy now needs to heal up, and we can see Crispy taking those minis and medkits to find himself much more regenerated for those endgame rotations. Where is the 50-50 zone going to be? Quite close to Reepsy. Actually, does Neymar, Travis, and Woke get the 50 zone? Are they still alive is the question as well. They are indeed, but no, it does look like they've lost Bravado Woke in this one, and now Travis, Neymar are going to need to clutch up massively to make that endgame rotations. No pressure on the team, however. If they are still alive in the moving zones, then we'll go back onto them. Dove Psycho and them. Oh, no, let's go over to Storm, see what is happening with them. Storm, Noted, and Keaton right now. Storm looks like he's disconnected completely from the lobby, so maybe they can get a refresh from that team over there. So wait, is Storm still alive or is he disconnected? No, it does look like he's alive. I just saw he left the party, and I had assumed he was disconnected from the lobby, because usually that is the case sometimes. Trying to line up some sniper shots, it just doesn't happen. We do have some underrated plays on high tech. Let's go over their position to see what is happening. How are they? And how did they manage to find themselves in this position? I mean, more Silent in them, underdogs in the tournament, underrated talent as well. Silent subs, and his team can make the rotations of height. Depending on whether or not they get first moving, let's see if they can stay in this position. But 41 players remain as it stands right now. And we'll be jump on board after they make those rotations and start raining down. Maybe we can actually see how it looks like from, you know, a not so talented like Neymar, Travis, and Woke rotation. Maybe we can see what it's like, how they control it, whether we see a difference or not. But Silent and them have to give a huge GGs. They find themselves in this position. Let's see how they make the rotations. They are going to be focusing on second to height, which is a really good thing already, what they have been doing. Going to sit back, make sure that everything's a-okay on that rotation, and the players are able to do that. They're now making some launch pad plays, but nothing really onto them. And they're going to need to deal some damage here. We are seeing the last zone, moving zone, getting a Storm Surge active, and this is the last game of the Knysna Esports Cup finals with 40 players making rotations right now. You just love to see it, and placement points hasn't really happened. It's only top 15 as it stands right now is able to drop his team some mats so they continue focusing on that rotation, and I think they've controlled it really well. Maybe drop down a level or two to get into a better fighting position. A couple 62 tags coming in from Michelangelo, which is going to be interesting over there. So many players are dropping like flies. We're down to 30 players, so just in that aspect of the zone shrinking, 10 players got eliminated on their rotations. 27 now. Just what are we witnessing in this end games right now? So many players being eliminated, and they're focusing on second to height. Now you're finding some players taking those launch pads into the skies. But let's go over to Weepsy, as we can maybe see some clutch plays for them to grab first place. And no, it does look like they got eliminated and placed 10. So Reepsy and them, however, won't be in that endgame rotation for us. However, well, Travis, Neymar, and them. Neymar now is a solo, but he has very much little HP. What can he do as a solo? He's now down to 11, dropping down all the way into that position. He's gonna get eliminated and placed 8. Gloves, Dayquoff, and Psycho can now make a comeback into that top positions, and no, they get eliminated as well. So all tier 1 players sort of finding themselves out of the games, and Noted as well being eliminated as well. So we'll go back over to Silent and them to see what's happening, whether or not they can clutch up their game. But very unfortunate scenes from the players right there. Silent remains on height, and this is a clutch play that we are seeing from underrated talent that we have in the South African and African community. Let's see what lines up. He manages to get himself 2 consecutive eliminations, and it does look like it's going to be a 3v3 rotation or elimination that's happening right now, and they could possibly be going up against them and they grab the win. An unpredicted win for Silent, and I saw a victory and celebrations between them. But who had won the overall tournament is the question. Seeing that Reepsy died 10th, Neymar dying 8th, where did Kareem manage to get into? Did he die of spawn, or is he one of the top 5 teams in the leaderboard? We're going to have to wait and find out, guys. We're going to be drawing winners. We're going to be doing an interview with the winners as well. We're going to be doing so much, so the show isn't over. So stick around, guys. If you guys want to find out if you won by participating in the Elite Pro Series Knysna Esports Cup over here, if you guys were in the qualifiers, the 600 names are going to be drawn, and only one winner, guys, will be winning themselves a cooler fan system for their PC. We have a winner as well from the guys in the audience. You guys have been spectacular. You guys have been showing who you're favoriting. And we also have a giveaway from Facebook as well as from live from Knysna, which we'll be giving Rodad, Mike, and them, of course. So don't you guys go anywhere. We'll see you guys in just a bit. So, with those outcomes of game number 5, the final game of the Knysna Esports Cup, the Victory Royals, the champions of the Knysna Esports Cup, the first annual event, guys, who will be taking the throne and the trophies back home into their cabinet for the Knysna Esports Cup, guys, is none other than Kareem, Chimp, and Jetski. A new debut for them in the Knysna Esports Cup, guys. Not even longer than a week, and they've managed to grab the biggest tournament for South Africa in the trios format, guys. Today in the Knysna. In second place, Reepsy, Crispy, and Reject. A huge congratulations to them, grabbing 101 points. In third is Travis Neymar Woke with 93. In fourth is Warrior Steri Les. In fifth is Brewshock, Havocs, and Dabs. In sixth is Lurker, Piano, and Limits. In seventh is Popcool, Wilkie, and Latte. And in eighth is Psycho, Gloves, and Dayquav. Guys, I got the winners here for you guys who are ready to tell you about how these games went for them. So,
Just said, nah, I'm not
welcome,
playing
welcome, Kareem, Chimp, and Jetski, the champions of the Knysna Esports Cup, the first annual event over here. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling?
Feeling great, bro.
Yeah,
great?
feeling good.
What's the hype, guys? Nothing like this happens consistently. What happened over there, Kareem? Tell us all about what went down.
So basically, our first game was decent, right? But we could have done better. It was like an average game. And then we decided like low ground's working, but we're just gonna keep doing like well, but over a short time. So we should probably just go for height and let's see how it goes. And then we did that for the next 2 games and we won them both.
Oh.
And then after that, we thought we thought we could outplay Storm Surge with the slip cannon, and it kind of screwed us. So we didn't do too well.
Damn, did you guys
And then-
get eliminated by Storm Surge?
No, but like when we were pairing, we were all like 20 HP, and then Jetski died.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
But yeah, then we were only like 7 points up, and we just needed to do better than the other teams in the last game, and we both died. And Chimp saved us. I don't know how much placement he clutched, bro, and then he even got a kill. So
Ooh,
he did like
interesting.
the most. It was crazy. Yeah.
That game 5 was literally anyone's game. Anyone could have gone in and become the first Knysna Esports Cup champions, but it was you guys to bring it home. Have you guys had a look at the trophies already?
Nah, not yet.
No.
You guys haven't. You haven't seen what else you guys get to take home. So besides the prize pool, it is the beautiful trophies that you guys get to take home on that end. And if you look at the screen share, you're looking at what they look like.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
The perm.
Thanks, nice, bro.
Heal up, PC.
Heal up,
Heal
heal up.
up face. Hey, tell us
up,
about
heal
that
up.
name. What happened there? Why that name for this Knysna Esports Cup?
It's long story.
Long story. Anyways, but guys, I'm excited for you guys, and hopefully this is a start to many more. And honestly, congratulations! You're shocking the entire Fortnite South Africa today. You know, everyone didn't have favorites for you, but you guys came in confident, and really proud of you guys.
Thank you, Arrow.
Well, thank you for the little bit of an interview. We'll be seeing you guys shortly, and yeah, thank you guys. Cheers. Guys, that there was Kareem, Chimp, and Jetski. Honestly, shocking the entire Fortnite Africa scene and managing to get a first place overall. It was that 2 back-to-back wins that honestly set the pace for them getting into the situation where they're in. But guys, we're not going anywhere. We still have so much more for you guys, and I'll bring on board the giveaway that you guys are obviously raffling away. It is going to be the Asus ROG Chuck Ram Core Gaming mouse over there. So massive stuff. Well done to Kareem, Chimp, and Jetski, honestly, to grab that in there. And that is a GG books in Bravado Gaming as well, because Kareem is a competitive player for Bravado Gaming. I think he's paired up with an FA and another FA. I'm not too sure if Chimp is still in Mids Gaming. But let's go over now to the giveaway, guys, which we have on board of here. And we thank 135 participants for getting into it. We're going to close those entries, and without wasting any more time, guys, we're going to pick a winner for the Asus ROG Chakram Core gaming mouse that we have on board for you guys. So let's pick a winner right now. And we have on board Chili to win the giveaway over there. Chili, can you just let us know what your Twitter @ is or your Discord, and we'll contact you over there. In fact, I know exactly who Chili is. So Chili grabbing that one over there. Guys, we're going to go into a bumper, and then we're going to go into live from feed. So we're going to speak with Ro, Mike, and the team from Knysna just shortly after. So don't you guys go anywhere. Boom.
Boom!
Hey!
Welcome, everybody.
Oh my god, the scenes are absolutely amazing. What a fantastic outcome in the Knysna
massive.
Esports Cup, and
That was massive.
a total shock though for everyone.
No, I don't know. I think they've been playing well, and they deserve it. I mean, they showed consistency over the game, so well done to them.
Well done indeed.
At least Roma can say that he killed one of their teammates in semis, which is cool.
Definitely. And if you guys haven't already, you can see Romike's semi highlights on Romike's channel right now, and there you can see the eliminations coming into action. But the 5 games have concluded. The Knysna Esports Cup is also coming to an end. Tell us all about the journey and how things have been for you, Rodad.
Sure, it was intense, especially today was really, really intense. And then with the first 2 games, them not doing too well, it was like, I don't know, it felt a bit like disappointed initially, but then they clutched it and came back strong in the 3rd game. And I think we also just relaxed a bit more and they just enjoyed it a bit more. Yeah. And so they did really, really well. I don't know where they ended up.
I think officially they are 19th on the leaderboard.
19th, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Because they were like 28th at one stage. So
some really good games that they managed to grab for themselves. And I believe we're gonna be doing some more raffles for the Knysna.
We're gonna be doing some raffling. We've got the little the little thingy-majiggy. We've got some names in there.
Okay, and that is the Knysna team.
We've also got this here. Check.
Ooh, the trophies. Look how amazing they look, honestly.
Love it.
Love it, honestly. And it's
love to see it.
Motivation, it's bragging rights. I mean, nobody can now say, yo, do you have a trophy from Knysna? You know, only Kareem, Jetski, and Chimp can do so right there. So
yeah.
Let's choose the winner for the giveaway today. For the
cool.
the Knysna.
Okay. So Catherine, our super organizer.
Hi everyone.
Catherine's gonna be doing a draw. Who's gonna do the draw?
We're gonna get so much.
Okay, I'm just gonna flip cameras.
Okay,
so that I
perfect.
can hold a bit better. Look at all our awesome supporters here, avid gamers. Just
Oh.
yeah.
Parents, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, Romike,
Cool.
you're going to be choosing the winner? Let's
Yeah.
see who we choose.
When can I go? He says. Are you excited?
You
Okay,
can go
Romike's
anytime
excited.
now. Anytime
Okay.
now.
Go for it.
Entries.
Cool. Am I reading the name?
Yes.
Romike, do you want to read the name? Are you checking who it is?
You.
Okay, cool. Okay, we've got Sampi Buota.
Sampi
And-
Bota winning
Sampi
the
Buota. And Sampi Buota will be winning the
SSD, I believe,
SSD. Sampi
Yeah.
Buota will be winning the SSD.
if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Yeah.
Catherine is saying no.
Okay,
Catherine
so
is saying it's the keyboard.
keyboard. Oh, look at the
This is
mechanical
the Facebook.
keyboard.
Okay, this is the Facebook draw, yeah.
Okay, Facebook one. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So
Catherine not included. It's keyboard only.
keyboard only.
Yeah.
Of course.
Cool.
And then, no. Is there any signing offs that maybe you or even Catherine have to say for the Knysna Esports Cup here?
Catherine, is there anything that you would like to add? I think very important to hear from you. I'm actually just going to flip camera quickly again. And let Catherine take center stage. I think she deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just want to say thank you to everyone that has taken part in the first ever Knysna Esports Cup.
Yeah.
We are just overwhelmed by how well it went, and the team that we have been working with are amazing. So I think we can just give a round of applause to everyone.
Let's go.
Soon, because next year we are going to be big. And
Ooh,
yeah.
We're going even bigger.
that's what we love to hear. And again, thank you to the Knysna Esports team over there to make this happen. I mean, it was intense, 6 qualifiers and semi-finals, but it's now concluded. Romike, Catherine, and the team and the people's watching, thank you so much from Knysna. We'll be leaving you guys right now.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, everyone. Okay, so guys, that was the official Knysna team over there, Catherine, who has said the next one is even going to be bigger and better. Guys, we still have one more giveaway to do on screen for you guys, and we'll do it just shortly now. So don't you guys go anywhere. There's still one more winner left for us, and we will be choosing them quite shortly. So there you guys go. Literally all the participants that we could possibly get that qualified or took part in the qualifiers. There was a couple names that we just couldn't find because they didn't add their full team name, etc. and so forth. But 351 players will be chosen, or one person will be chosen for the Antic Prism 120 ARGB fans. It's going to be sponsored again, guys, by TechFox ZA. So let's go and choose a winner and see exactly who will be the one to win the cooler fan system for their PC. And the team to do that was Rapid ZA. So Rapid ZA, congratulations on your end for that amazing win for yourself, guys. And honestly, this is the end, and I'd just like to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that has been watching from semi-finals all the way to the last bit of action. We'll be contacting the winners regarding prize pool, regarding the trophies, as well as all the prizes when they will be delivered. And again, thank you to the team at Elite Pro Series, Ron, Tristan, as well as Jade, Kaizi, and then you got Dan FM and Botrix, who have done an exceptional job across the board to make sure that everything was super A-okay. And then as well to the Knysna Esports team for making this happen for the Fortnite South African community. Guys, it has been a wrap on a wonderful, beautiful 3-day event. I hope to see you guys pretty soon.